welcome back to another episode of SDS. Once again, your favorite guest host is not here today, so he doesn't just duck any big losses, he also ducks the big wins. So I'm in control today, CB Does Sports, as it's formerly known. Today, we have a very interesting Premier League roundup. With that, we have a great set of characters on the table today. I'm excited to introduce them. Next to me, I've got my co-host, Elias.
Made some boss calls today. Got a 3-2 win.
You call it the higher-ups?
Some boss calls, yeah.
The higher-ups.
There might have been a Trossard penalty. Made some boss calls today.
Opposite us, we got Fuad Kadani. He was on the watch-along earlier as well, and his FCM, and he was on Bleacher Report, and now he's back on SDS.
Poor guy. Had to speak about,
I'm tired.
had to speak about a loss 4 times today.
Talking about the same game 4 times.
They're beating me up everywhere I go,
Yeah,
man.
you're getting done.
Everywhere you go.
Here we go.
Let's not start. Let's not start.
Already. Listen, and we have a very special guest who's back. It's Matisse, everyone.
Hey.
Sir, yes, sir. Present. Ready.
We tried to get him for the 5-0, but he
Yeah,
got my call.
Yeah.
We only get Chelsea, get Chelsea fans when they lose.
Do not disturb phone. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I saw that happen, yeah. But I see him on Big Six streaming later. I see that happen.
Him and Sean won D&D that day.
Yeah, that's what
D&D.
happened. But listen, it's a Premier League roundup as always for today. If you want to listen to us on audio, check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. The description has all the links there. If you want to check us out on visuals, SDS is where you can go. Let's start with the first game, the biggest game of the weekend, North London derby. I mean, if you're
It's getting a bit hot in here.
Fair.
the audio guys,
Hot in here. No, if the
Elias
audio
is
guys
just
want to know,
unzipped right now.
if they want to know, they should come over to the YouTube if they want to see
what
what's
happened,
happening.
yeah.
Someone might
I
straight.
just said you unzipped right now. They can mean anything right now.
Could mean absolutely anything. Right now.
They
Could mean
definitely
anything
can.
right now.
But listen,
That is crazy, but it could mean anything.
the North London derby happened. We obviously did watch along for that game on playback and on YouTube. It was a great load of fun because we had the exact same table. Obviously, Matisse wasn't here. We had Star Play instead. The first half started, it was getting a bit rowdy a little bit. Fuad was obviously talking a lot. We were talking a lot. It was a proper North London derby atmosphere in the stadium,
I think we
wasn't
should
it?
just rewind a little bit and talk about Ben Davies and Højbjerg. Just for you. Just for your sake.
Team
because
selection.
You did point it out on the watch along.
Because I said it right before kickoff. I was like, yo, those are the 2 weak links. And as they say, you're only as strong as your weakest links. Bro, it was almost like I don't even want to use them as scapegoats or anything, but you could clearly see the drop in quality between Destiny and what Ben Davies can offer you. Højbjerg in that midfield in 2024. Brother, what are we doing here? As our guy Liaz always says. I don't know. Because Basuma and Sarr, there was no injuries, there was no suspension issues. Why in the biggest game of the season have you decided to put Højbjerg in, despite not playing him all year, knowing that he's not good enough to start, knowing that we've moved past this guy, but still you think he should play? And you saw it for both the own goal. I think every time he got on the ball, the way he was unable to almost progress the ball. Ben Davies getting caught out for the second goal. How long did it take him to realise Saka was the man they were trying to get to, basically?
Yeah.
But that high line, once again, getting caught out again. And as much as we can point to those guys and say, like, okay, they're not of the standard or whatever, who picks them?
Big Ange. Good day,
Who
mate.
plays the high line?
Good day, mate.
Who decides the near post instructions on a set piece?
Maybe the set piece coach. Yeah.
But guess what? Who hires the set piece coach?
Who signs off on it? Who signs off on it?
It
Big Ange.
all falls back to Ange for me, and these are things that we've been seeing all season, time and time again, in terms of with the high line, in terms of with that near post, Vicario becoming a target basically for any half decent attacking set piece side. And I'm sorry, if you're not doing your homework with a 15-day break against the best set piece team in the league, what are we doing here, bruv? There's so many things where I would love to point to the players, but I think there's things fundamentally that Ange got wrong today. And then you add on top of that, I actually thought even after we conceded the first own goal, we responded well. Hit the post, got the equaliser that got disallowed. We were dominating possession, caught you guys off the press a couple times, but it was like, okay, now what's going to come?
Do you know what's crazy? I think any other day that game is played, it's a completely different result.
Yeah.
I think you got either get a draw
gifted you.
or you win. Like, we didn't come out of first gear. Like, we were still, like, sitting back, soaking up all the pressure.
Yeah.
But when you lot conceded the first goal, you had your chances. You still kept the ball well. You weren't crossing the ball. We was moaning about that a lot. Even me and Stars was laughing at you. There was no crossing the ball.
The final
but
ball.
I understand not crossing the ball because there's Saliba. We've got 4 big men in there.
Yeah.
And then you've got Son, who's not physical. You've got Timo Werner, who did come off not physical. Brennan Johnson, not physical. Kulusevski's the most physical in terms of stature. But you can't put a ball into the box when you've got those 4 men waiting. And Raya, the way he comes and collects the ball, it's one of the best in league, how good he is come on in his box in comparison to Vicario.
And in terms of Arsenal defensively, like this season, you lot have been much better. And there were moments in that game where you lot were putting almost like a little bit of a low block. And it was like, all right, come break us down.
Yeah.
We didn't have that bit of quality in terms of whether it was Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson, even Maddison the way Partey and Rice shut him down today.
Yeah.
It's like, safe, goodbye. If Maddison isn't creating, who else is creating in that team? And especially, as I said before the game, if you take Destiny out, who is Destiny and Porro, who've been covering basically for the wingers, you're basically fighting with one arm, bro.
You're always saying that Van der Ven left back, Dragsson centre back. If you sign Dragsson in the January transfer window for 30 odd million, why not start him in a game like this?
In a game like, I want to see if players can sink or swim in the deep end. And maybe you would have said, it's thrown him in the deep end. Cool. I want to see if you survive.
see it
Do you know
there
what I
and
mean?
then,
It's like we've seen Kobe Mainoo get thrown in at Liverpool. I remember even going back a few seasons, Tanganga getting thrown in the deep end. And it was like, oh, okay, we might actually have a decent player. Obviously, it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
But you always want to see players tested. And I just thought this was a perfect opportunity. Ben Davies, you know what you're going to get out of him. I knew Saka was going to have a field day. As soon as he cooked him for that second goal, Ben Davies didn't want to engage again.
But he needed
it was
more
jockey,
backup.
jockey.
He needed more
jockey.
backup from Timo.
100%.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Højbjerg, I'm sorry, the game has just gone past him. The fact that he got subbed off after Bentancur was even more alarming for
But
me
what was
as well.
crazy, you could see that it's like night and day when Sarr came on in comparison to
Facts.
Højbjerg and Bentancur. Like it was a complete. When he came on, it was just proactive, keep the ball moving, chasing everything down, winning back the ball. It's like Højbjerg when he plays. It's like he reminds me of those players that just want the physical battle, nothing else.
Yeah.
They don't want to progress the ball. They don't want to. They don't want to win the game, but they don't want to make anything happen. But then you got Sarr on the
They want to play it safe.
they just want to play it safe. Sarr on the opposite side, he's got the physical side and he's got the attacking side. And he's got the mind and the presence to know, okay, I can get forward, I can play between the lines, all that kind of
He
stuff.
should be the one undroppable player. And in the complete opposite to that is Basuma, who came on as well, who was so lax when he came on as well. And I'm just like, bro, this ain't what we need. And I feel like too many players today weren't treating it like a North London derby. I thought Kulusevski, Porro, Romero, maybe Van der Ven, you could say those 4 actually came and put the fight down.
That's a good point. But if you look through your lineup, how many players do you have in that starting lineup who've gone through the North London derby?
Are even capable of
Vicario's
that.
fresh, Van der Ven is fresh, Romero's been there, Ben Davies has been there, Pedro Porro's fresh to North London. Like the actual nitty gritty North London derbies. Not many have been there to understand how big of a
Madison
game it is.
got banned in the match last time.
Yeah, Madders knows how big the game is. Do you know what I mean? Son knows how big the game is. But then you've got-
Richarlison as well, when he came on.
when he came on, he was an energy.
dog.
He was a
He was
spark.
causing-
He was a big
yeah.
spark. Like
Facts.
he's fighting with Gabriel, he's fighting with Rice. You need that, especially we watched it on mute. But I remember watching it back when I was at home. You could hear the crowd getting amped up when these little things happen.
Yeah.
Because imagine bringing on a player and all he's doing is just trying to fight. That's all you want. That's the least. That's the first thing
bare
you want
minimum.
from a player. The bare minimum.
But also,
you want from a player.
you got to get into the Arsenal players' heads because Arsenal are very calm at the, in that game. Like they went to the Etihad in this unbeaten away run of no goals conceded. I think it was 6 games in a row. They've gone to the Etihad, low blocked it, and just sat there and said, "Listen, you break us down."
Yeah.
And against Tottenham, against Timo Werner, who's not a low block specialist, this guy as a winger, it's really quite the sad decline of what we used to watch as wingers in this Premier League. When we see Premier League years and the clips are going flowing, this guy can't dribble, this guy can't shoot, he ain't got no strength, he ain't got pass, he can't do nothing.
It's ridiculous.
He's just there to hold the width and recycle possession and maybe a little cut back here and
He's a
there.
hard-working
He's
winger.
an industry plant. He's an industry plant.
But when you look at it, that midfield, that battle that you just spoke about, Rice, Partey, Odegaard versus whatever you guys were going to put together, even if you did go with like a Sarr and Basuma's well out of form, it's just so difficult because we know we just played you.
Yeah.
It's been a bad week for London.
Oh, yeah.
Rice and Partey, if that pivot is fully fit and at it, Partey last season plus with Rice now, you can't touch it because physically, press resistance, passing, transition, defending, like the little interception. There's nothing you can. What can you do? And then Odegaard's there as well, pinging. It's too much, man. It's too much. The
To be
quality,
fair,
the level.
I feel like in the
level's
first,
crazy.
in the reverse fixture, for example, that was the midfield 3. It was Basuma, Sarr, Madison, and I felt like
You lot
Sarr and
played amazing.
Basuma
Yeah.
physically competed, and it was like, oh, you know what? Okay, if Partey's there, even so, The fact that Bissouma's fallen off so far,
Yep.
for me, is an alarming concern. And whether we can even rely on him fitness-wise, even next season moving forward.
You've
But-
said it before. It's since that Luton game, that
yeah.
red card before
It
the
just
AFCON.
hasn't been the same, whether it's injuries, AFCON here, it's just one thing
Suspensions
or
as well.
another. Yeah.
But the second half fight back was nearly there. It was nearly complete.
It was nearly there, but then you almost feel like it's too little too late.
Yeah.
And the first goal went in, and that's what I mean by the lack of hunger from players almost. It still didn't feel like we wanted it. Like Son, unless he's being kind of spoon-fed, he can't really create nothing for himself. Maddison pretty much got locked up. Brennan Johnson, I felt like he was beating his man, but that bit of quality in the final ball was always just lacking. 3 or 4 yards off with the pass all the time, and you're just like, what is going on? And for me, it was unless Romero almost broke out from centre back and went on some free roaming press.
He was playing in the front too.
Yeah.
That was when something kind of ricocheted and happened. And I was like,
And it was an amazing finish as well.
Great finish.
Like a proper striking finish.
Yeah.
Even the Van
But he
de
could
Ven
have had a hat
disallowed goal.
trick because he hit the post and he missed another header.
and then you kind of get obviously a little bit lucky with the penalty afterwards as well. But then it's like it's a little bit too little, too late.
Yeah.
We're just throwing these half-hearted crosses into the box. There was no
The
real
game was
idea.
gone by then for you.
But no, like he said before, like you have to get into Arsenal players' heads. But this season, I haven't seen us crumble like how we used to. And I feel like it's been instilled now to just stay calm. You can always every Arsenal game I go to, I've gone to majority home games this season. Anytime someone makes a misplaced pass, a team has a shot. It was the Chelsea game specifically. Nico Jackson had a couple of chances. The first 20 minutes, they had about 3 good half chances where they could have got a goal. Nico Jackson, a couple cutbacks, and Arteta's just doing this calm down. And it's like when you hear that from your manager, it makes a big difference.
Do you remember even before the watch I was saying, I think emotionally how you lot act
we've
this
grown
game
a
will
lot.
be-
I think from the last
for me,
season
I
ball.
think that's the biggest thing. I feel like in terms of the goals and stuff, we gifted you that. But then it's how you react after that.
All
And I
5
felt
goals
like,
in the game were
yeah,
gifted. Literally, it was all mistakes.
Facts. They
Yeah.
were all mistakes.
Own
But then it's
goal, Ben Davis letting Saka cut in.
Yeah.
Like,
Penalty.
But then again, I want to speak about the contentious decision. Do you guys think it was a penalty?
The Trossard one.
The Trossard one for the second goal.
Do you know what's crazy? Obviously, we watched it while I was watching live. While I was doing the watch on, it doesn't really feel like it. But when I rewatched it, I feel like those can be given.
the Kulusevski.
Yeah, where he just clipped him,
Yeah.
and I think Trossard
He should've
knows
gone
what
for
he's
the ground,
doing.
hit,
Because when you watch it, it looks like Trossard purposely runs behind him to just put him off, and I think it could have been given.
For me, I think that's a stone wall. But then I think because Kulusevski stutters the
Yeah,
going
he
down,
delays the
that
fall,
kind
yeah.
of delays it and makes it think, oh, nah, you're looking for a penalty
Yeah.
now. Whereas I
Yeah.
think he should have just gone down straight away. We would have got it. But
I think the fact that he was stuttering down actually makes it look more like a penalty because you can see him trying to stay up from the challenge, but then the referee's
I
like,
thought
"Let's keep it
VAR
going."
should have looked at it regardless. The fact that they just
I think they
scuffed it
did. I remember them showing bare
they
replays. I
were-
can't remember.
we
Yeah,
don't
You know how
care about
VAR is,
that.
but we never know what they look at. To be
yeah, you
fair.
never know.
Do you think you've purposefully got rid of you talk about the calmness and like
Yeah.
towards the back end of the season, you're not jittery and nervous and
Yeah.
what. Do you think he's purposefully got rid of Zinchenko maybe from the starting 11
Yeah,
at
that's a
times and Ramsdale as well,
Yeah.
who are more animated, loud?
If I tell you
Emotional.
If I tell you how
Emotional,
it
yeah.
was at the Emirates this season, even last season, when Ever Zinchenko lost the ball, it's like he's at boiling point with the Arsenal fans. It's like anytime he lost the ball, the whole stadium just goes sighs because they know it's coming with Zinchenko. Same with Ramsdale last year. Whenever he would have that little dumb mistake and thing, like what Raya did today.
Yeah.
That's a big mistake, you know.
Yeah,
Massive.
But because it's Raya, everyone's just like, it's fine. But
Yeah.
if Ramsdale made that mistake, the way it would have been magnified and like over
I
exaggerated.
think it would have been more magnified if it ended in a draw.
What, Raya's mistake?
Yeah.
No, because his mistake against Bayern when he stepped out, no one really speaks about it because that was a big mistake as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Stepped out and made a unnecessary
At the Emirates,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end, it was an unnecessary situation for him to do that.
Yeah.
But because of how solid Raya has been this season,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of cash in the bank.
Basically got Golden Glove at this point.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of like checks
Credit.
to cash in, a lot
Yeah,
of credit, all that kind of stuff. Where if he does make the odd small mistake, he'll get away with it. But like you were saying with Zinchenko and Ramsdale, I think him taking them out and putting in 2-3 extra guys like Tomiyasu and Kiwior or Raya, who are just like you can see whenever they lose the ball, it doesn't faze them.
Yeah.
They don't lose composure, they don't lose concentration, nothing like that. So I feel like that's a big thing he's done. But also last season's bottle at the end of the season, I think is a big factor in how we are now in terms of the way we defend, the way we attack, the way we stay calm in situations where today we could have easily drawn 3-3. Last season I think we would have drawn 3-3.
Last season would definitely draw.
Even the way he brought on, what was it, the extra
Kiwior
defender
for
at the end,
Odegaard.
yeah, where he's
Put
just
five
like,
at the back.
yeah.
Five at the back.
Bomb with
Yeah.
this.
It's literally, and it's all big, strong men in the
Yeah.
pitch. Remember, it went the back five is all over 6
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
Then
That's
you've got
something
the
that
two
the
two in
midfielders.
front, yeah.
Saka was the smallest player on the pitch. Saka Martinelli.
Even
I
Havertz
think-
as well scored a header. So that's
6'4",
another one.
giant.
And that's one thing this season I think everybody's given Arsenal credit for
Yeah.
is defensively and how physically they've dominated teams. It's almost like going back to what you used to be, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
I feel like for so long, you guys have been accused of being soft-bellied, when in actual fact, obviously, we are the ones that actually look soft-bellied. And I think you saw that in a lot of the players. And I'm even thinking, like, over the past few years, you remember when Jose came in? And he was like, yo, you lot really need to be... You lot really need to be nasty. I feel like Spurs still haven't figured that out. And so many of that comes down to the player profiles that you do have. The profiles that we have, I don't feel like we have enough of those dogs, if you like. And you lot now seem to be having an abundance of them. And bruv, games like this, you feel the difference. Games like your one,
bro, literally, we used to be those guys.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
intangibles.
when a team can physically impose themselves on you, bro, it's another thing.
Even like back to the Chelsea game last week, just Saliba pushing Enzo into the box.
Yep.
That's like he just literally moved him in
He
there.
just literally carried him in there.
Marshalled him in
there.
there. Like, what can I do? Like, that's embarrassing.
Like,
you know what I mean? Anyone fights
security
back.
guard.
Anyone fights back.
You know, Enzo's trying to get into the club. He's just like, no, this way. This way.
Nah, mate, you've drank too much tonight. Let's get out of here. Do you know what I mean? No ID, no entry. Let's go.
Let's look at a few key players of that game, and I want to start with you. Kai Havertz in the North London derby. Massively appreciate you once again, mate.
I had to give him. What did I give him? I had to give him his dub, his W for the week.
I like seeing on Twitter when you're like watching on
always getting clips.
And Kai Havertz scores.
Do you want to know the story to this, right? When he first came to Chelsea, obviously we saw the Bayer Leverkusen clips, and they were more relevant than obviously now.
Yeah.
The guy was balling out, sourcing out, playing passes, scoring goals. We're like, wow, we're getting a giant, like a big name here. This guy's gonna explode.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid are interested and whatnot. So I'm backing him to the hills. I'm like, yes, let's go. First season, obviously, champs, scores the win. I'm like, all right, wasn't the easiest first season. Let me take my time with this.
Oh, that was his first season?
Yeah, give him the second
We won
season.
the FN Champions League.
Second season, third season, and he's just not kicking on. I'm like, this guy's fragile. This guy's too. You know, Havertz. He kind of moves like Ozil, but he doesn't have the pass. So like, he can be frustrating because he's very like nonchalant, and you're trying to like intensity. Like, let's get this.
He looks
moving.
lazy when he watch
Yeah,
him,
like let's move on. And the finishing is very like loopy and scoopity, and there's no like venom and velocity. Like,
he doesn't know what he's gonna
like,
do.
shoot like an adult. Like, why are you? You know what I mean? So he's very annoyed. His heading ability is very wishy-washy for someone so tall. So I'm like, I'm starting to dislike you. And then he goes to Arsenal. I'm like, oh, I really dislike you now. So I'm like, cool. He goes to Arsenal. Brother's actually helping. Actually helping now.
You can ask anyone. SDS, I was his biggest hater.
Bro?
No, you won.
I hated that signing. I was fuming at that signing. I saw Real Madrid linked to him. I was laughing at face. You're getting Havertz. It flips to Arsenal, get him. I'm like, oh my God.
This
What's
week-
Arteta done here?
It's this week, bro. Arsenal have had 2 games against rivals where the intangibles and the pressure and the meaning of these games, even for the ops, like we're coming in like, yo, we need to do something about this. And Havertz has stepped up in both games, 3 goals and assists, and actually playing your part.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, fine, fair. Like, I have to be quiet.
Yeah.
You've shut me up. But yeah, it's tough
Even
to
his
take.
tweet today was quality.
Bro, the tweet was nasty.
And he celebrated against you guys as well. Which I love.
Do you know what? Yeah, one thing I'll never give it and not take it. Never.
Yeah.
Pause. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, fast forward.
like if I'm gonna shit on you, you gotta shit on me. You know what I mean? No problem.
It's another pause as well. Okay. He went out to Dubai for that one.
Like, yo, where's he going with this?
He was with the sheikhs with that one. He was outside. Yeah.
On the chest.
Can I get my G-Wagon now?
How much you paying for that, man? Another key player I want to ask you about is Declan Rice, man. How was he for you today?
Declan Rice, I seen something the other day of him, people saying this running that we've had the last month or so, he's been very underwhelming for his price tag. Obviously, when you're 100 mil, everything gets magnified. You know with Enzo as well. Literally every game. Doesn't matter
Any player they signed in summer was all
Literally,
magnified.
doesn't matter who you play.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what performance you put in. It's getting magnified.
Yep.
Oh, he misplaced that.
Bellingham
pass. He did
comparison.
this. Yeah, always.
Generally.
Look how much they got him for. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always that. But he's obviously moved out of position.
Yeah.
They say he's a 6. He's been moved out of position because Jorginho and Partey have been key figures in the last month or so. But I think he's done very well. He's like a proper white PMP player, pace and power, wins his duels like what Arteta wants. He does get forward really well, which I like. He gets into the right areas.
He drives as well.
He drives, but I think there's still a lot of his game that needs to get,
of course,
like refined, polished. His passing ability, because he's a centre back. Everyone knows started as a centre back, sees the whole game in front of him, so he still does the centre back tendencies, like the very safe passes.
Yeah.
We saw it today with Partey, and on last Tuesday against Chelsea, how good Partey is, and just here, take it.
Yeah.
Take it on your forward foot, and you can get forward. But Rice is more of like just take a safe pass, do whatever you want with it after that. Like get off, get away from me. I think he's done very well.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's been a good signing for us this season. I think he gets very good PR from Arsenal fans because he's an English player, obviously. He's going to get good PR. 100 mil, they don't want him to flop, obviously. Yeah. And his Arteta's like pretty much star boy, him and Havertz.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Premium signing,
I feel like he's had a good season, but just some things need to get polished.
Absolutely. And obviously, a lot of these players, the first season, Havertz, Rice. Next season, they're going to improve.
Yeah, hopefully.
I want to talk about how this affects both teams this season, but we're going to start with Tottenham first. Top 4 race. Obviously, now that massively affected you at 7 points behind Aston Villa. You got 2 games in hand, so you can stretch that. You can make that margin a bit smaller.
See this Premier League table.
Make it 1 point smaller. How much confidence do you have? And your next game is actually, incidentally, Chelsea away. So
Chelsea away.
We will be there.
Chelsea away, and we've still got City as well.
Yeah.
Who? Sorry.
We still got Man City as well at home.
I can look at your fixtures.
But yeah, I think Aston Villa are comfortably in the driving seat, and I think
You got Chelsea away, Liverpool away.
Liverpool as
on
well.
Sunday.
That was the other one,
Yeah.
Liverpool's the other
Do
one as
Aston
well.
Villa, are you mathematically out of top 4 if Villa win their next game? Or is it they have to get 4 points, I think? They have to win and draw.
Yeah.
I think for you lot to be out of it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're 7 points ahead, but you got 2 games in hand.
We've got 2 games in hand.
And then there'll be
So
3
if we
games
win
left.
Those were essentially 1 point behind.
Yeah,
We had a caller on the playback, and he said, and the guy said, "Listen, I'd rather take Europa League at this point. I don't think we're there for Champions League."
And that's the thing. I'm really not mad at it. You got to remember, we were completely not even in Europe last year.
Yeah.
So for us, anything is a progress. And especially kind of considering how we started the season and then just kind of petered off. I think it's rightly so we're in Europa League. Villa all season have been in 4th place and comfortably in 4th place as well, while balancing that with Europe as well. So for me, the table don't lie, bro.
They've been in form since the start of last year.
At the moment, we got games in hand. And that's right. Since Unai took over, let's be honest.
Yeah, because he went on that crazy run when they first got him,
home
like 17 or whatever.
Yeah, so they deserve
So
it.
we got 2 games in hand, but games in hand don't mean points. So for me, it's theirs to lose. Do you know what
Are we
I mean,
going to
at
see
the
a
end of
battle
it?
of the bridge on the Thursday? Yeah.
For me, Chelsea.
It's always a blockbuster.
Nah, it's a battle.
Just dance with me, man. Don't come in tired. Oh, I can't be asked. Come on, man.
No,
Let's do this.
Some limbo. I need to see a bit of limbo.
No, North London derby today. Even though we were losing, I was like, this is going to be somehow an entertaining game.
Yeah.
And there was just some kind of or some kind of bullshit always happening. So this is another one.
Got to put on a
There's
show.
always going to be something.
I love
There's no
Chelsea
English teams
Tottenham.
in Europe, remember? So we got to put on a show, bro. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
have
because
to.
Thursday's Europa League. I want to watch you guys. Man.
Come on, man.
We need to
Tune
see
into us.
Yeah, for sure. Man. We're the headline.
That's more blockbuster.
Poch derby, Pochettino derby.
Yeah, it's the Pochettino derby.
If we lose at home to Tottenham
Hey.
with Timo Werner,
Oh,
listen,
and
double
Poch at the helm
agent.
as well.
hey,
Oh, uncomfortable.
I'm telling you
It's
now.
been uncomfortable for the teams, I'll be honest. It's like
It's been so uncomfortable. I'm starting to get comfortable.
Oh yeah. I know there was.
Normality.
Yeah.
We'll get onto the Chelsea game very soon, but I want a title race now. Obviously, Forest lost today. City kept pace with us. They've got 1 game in hand, 1 point behind us. Are you as confident as Sharky that Man City will drop some points?
Nah, I think City are just going to steamroll for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
They're in flow state. They're in whatever. They're in their groove. We know what to do. We've done this last year. We've done this the year before. Unbeaten record as usual.
Do you think having that mentality just makes it easier on us now? You're like, you know what?
Yeah, no. For
It is
me,
what it is
it's
now.
not like last season where I'm like, yeah, they're chasing us. This time I'm like, oh, if they drop points, amazing. But if they don't, we've had an amazing season.
What did Cam say? They're trying to do that thing, when you turn the PlayStation and you try to look away.
Oh yeah, that's not. No.
Pretend you don't care. You pretend you don't care.
Yeah.
We beat Forest
today. We don't even
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
we beat Nottingham Forest. Of course you were going to beat them. You're going to Tottenham Stadium, the Bogey Stadium. You should beat them. You should. And then when they lose, it's like, oh, it's on. Let's go. But nah, come on. I was saying it today. They've been unbeaten since Aston Villa in December.
Yeah.
That it will be the longest unbeaten streak in Premier League history.
If they
in
finish
all
off
comps.
with-
If they finish the season without losing.
Wow.
It'll be like 35 games, I think, from then. Obviously, Real Madrid don't count because it was a draw, technically.
Yeah.
Rodri
Lost on
still
penalties.
intact.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
if they go on to do that and make history, double history in the 4P and it's 4P, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4P and that unbeaten record, you just have to say,
All of a sudden, United fans start waking up now. I see it on Twitter.
Yeah.
man. They're like,
Liverpool-
you know what? I actually don't want to see a 4P. Arsenal fans, I need you.
look at Liverpool. Liverpool done a 97-point season or whatever, 96, and they
92
still,
point, 97 point.
like, and they still lost the league.
Yeah,
So it'll be
bro.
the same as us.
Look,
Yeah,
look at
like-
this. If Arsenal win their remaining games, their 2024 would read as played 18,
Yeah.
won 16, drawn 1, lost 1. And that's not enough to win the league.
Yeah, it's mad.
Man City have
Yeah.
absolutely.
And this is a
set
City
crazy
team
precedent.
that you can find quite a few players that are not at their top level. Like Grealish this season, we haven't really spoken about Grealish. Doku, again, is still like developing,
Haaland.
learning. Haaland,
21 league
even
goals and everyone's like,
Kevin De Bruyne's been out, you know, so
Yeah.
Foden's had to carry the mantle. This is a team with no Gundogan, no Mahrez. Everyone's thinking, you know, Kovacic, you know, nice. Okay, Nunes, what have you really done? Like, people are looking at the City team like, this is not even the best. But this is what you saw the Man City doc, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're dealing with a psychopath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
The guy's tapped. Like he is literally.
He's a maniac.
He's actually like there's something wrong.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
needs to be tested.
I think we need to actually drug test about Pep Guardiola. man.
No, he needs to give up his brain when he.
Yeah,
when
he does.
When
To
he
science.
dies.
Yeah,
It's science.
give it science.
Just
for
let's
sure.
find
We
out.
need to
what's going on
download
there.
his
It's gonna
consciousness
be
into
like
computer.
CTE. We need to
That'll
find
be the
out.
long download, you know.
That'll be a
Big file.
Yeah, it's gonna be an extra piece of watch.
Watch, I'll promise you, there'll be like an extra frontal lobe.
Yeah.
It's like there's gonna be extra frontal lobe for sure.
That guy's a scary man.
Yeah, he's a scary man. But let me read some stats from the game. Arsenal have scored 16 goals from corners in the Premier League this season, the most by any team in a single campaign since West Brom under Tony Pulis in 16-17. Yeah,
Shout out West Brom.
big up Bromwich.
Yeah.
We have Bukayo Saka scored 15 goals for Arsenal in the Premier League this season, which is his most in a single campaign. And Son Heung-min has netted 7 goals in the North London derby in the Premier League, taking him level with Robert Pires.
Wow.
What's that? Arteta's first Arsenal manager to do the double over Tottenham.
Yeah. Arsenal have won consecutive top flight away games against Tottenham for the first time since September 1988.
What?
So it's a Premier League one.
What?
Yeah, it's
we
crazy.
never done them back. Like,
Never done
Bro,
consecutive.
you got to remember the last time they did it was Rosicky, 10 years before last season, and then now they've done it back-to-back seasons.
Oh, has it beat you away?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to beat you.
Yeah, we always. It's North London.
And
I'm truly flabbergasted.
Bro,
Yeah,
that-
so
It
North
was
London.
always for the North London derby. It was always the home team one.
I can't
Yeah,
lie,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was-
yeah.
that was where like
Home team
my-
advantage was always.
that was
It's
where
like
my-
NBA. It was always home team
almost
advantage.
like my false confidence.
That was it,
coming
yeah.
from
The
was
record.
like, yo, we're at home.
Yeah.
We're not the team we were last season. We've got Ange under a new system. Come on, man. We saw what we did away from home.
That's how I
Yeah,
felt.
exactly.
You know when Dele Alli did it at
I'm like,
Stamford Bridge?
you were these, man. Yeah? You think we're these jokers?
3-0 half time. 3-0.
And it was a weird 3-0. It was like the game hadn't kicked on.
Because them men were saying like, yo, we hadn't really even got a
Yeah,
kick.
They haven't even got
like,
a
the
second
chances
gear.
we had were like just quick counter
You know,
attacks.
actually was lower than yours in the first half. It was like, what the hell's going on?
Did the goals?
Yeah, no, literally, yeah, it was
Crazy.
gifted, yeah.
But listen, that is the end of the North London derby segment. So that's the last time you have to speak about it today. Are you like, listen, man?
You know what?
Congrats, man. I'm proud of you for getting
Your fifth time of the day speaking about Tottenham losing. That is crazy.
This is trench
Hey,
warfare, man.
every room has the culture.
Yeah.
Every room has the culture.
Well, listen, let's move on to the next game. But yeah, that's the end of the North London derby segment. Unfortunately, Tottenham did not have any bazookas, no ammunition left. So I had to get one more lick.
You need some milk.
You know when Robbie said, bigger fish to fry? That will follow you. I'm telling you, the bazooka thing will follow you, bro.
Because I feel like to change my Twitter name to
Bazooka. The camera's on you that day.
nah, bro. Oh,
But listen,
man.
let's head over to the next game. I want to go over to Villa Park, actually.
Oh.
I think that's an appropriate
Okay.
game because that
was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
Well, not for me.
Yeah, of
That
course.
definitely wasn't for you. I mean, we were playing pro clubs. We were in a tournament for that Golf and Turf tournament. But I had it on the other screen. Don't tell Sharky this yet. But it's fine now. So I was watching that game.
Now you know why we lost. Now you know why we lost. Hey,
When this brother's dribbling back to his own
I'm
goal.
gonna snitch. I'm gonna snitch.
Oh, yeah.
Even Stars had it up as well. Even Stars had it up as well. I'm snitching. I'm
Stars as
snitching.
well.
I'm
Okay.
snitching. Stars had it up as well. I walked in the room and I saw the Chelsea game. I said, I see what's
Exposing some people
I
today.
remember there was a moment in the court where they was like, Steve, you got that?
You didn't play.
Now I cottoned on. Say no more. Sharky, you heard it here, yeah?
Uncomfortable. But listen, Aston Villa, Chelsea, when you got into that game, Villa Park, start off straight away. Were you already like nervous going into it? You're like, oh, listen, this is going to be another loss. Or are you confident in this game?
We don't do nervous. Yeah, season's finished.
Yeah, I hear it. Just straight. We either win or lose today.
Yeah, like we really just turning up just because it's mandatory.
Yeah.
Contractual.
By law. You have to be
Legal.
there, yeah.
Like we have to watch every game. I said to my people, we're gonna cover every game, so we'll cover every game.
Yeah.
But like I came in like so loosey goosey is the word I'd use. Like and Villa, they're favourites because they're fourth and you know they got depth and you should have seen our bench, man. Going into this game, we were depleted. Like it was mad. I was seeing
Keep seeing that Italian guy come on.
what Cassidy. I call him quesadilla, bro. You know what I mean?
What the hell? You see this bench?
You see this bench, bro? Look at the bench, bro.
Achimpong.
Yeah, George.
Dyer.
George. Timothy goes to school. All them, man.
What's
Yeah.
This is Regen.
Away from you.
Do you know what? There's actually some talent there, but I ain't never seen it.
Yeah,
It's David Washington.
Yeah,
David Washington on the bench.
Washington.
I'm looking at your injury list, man. Your injury list
peak.
is actually crazy.
So
man.
I was willing to give him not a pass, but I'd be like, do you know what? I'm not expecting nothing from you today.
Yeah.
Your in-game management's questionable. Second half, we always come out mad slow, like as if we've taken something at half-time. So I'm not really expecting mad things from you. And Villa are actually like chasing for something significant. They're going for something. We're just like dwindling in mid-table with, Brighton and them, man. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not even bothered at this point. And then, of course, they had to outdo themselves. 3 minutes, 50 seconds. 1-0. I said,
Sideshow Bob puts his own net.
I was literally hallucinating. I was going flashbacks from the Arsenal game. I was like, did we concede literally from this same side, same time, and it's happened again? I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
It's a long day for you guys.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm literally just moving on now. Like, I'm gonna start looking at SofaScore and like, you know what I mean, I'm just gonna just go. That's not a plug, by the way. I'm gonna go off, and then it's 2-0 and it's Rodgers, and I don't even know who Rodgers is. Until
I really like him though.
Rodgers is a nice player,
but it was his celebration.
You know where did he come from?
Yeah. So I kept seeing that Morgan, them two are good friends, and it was his celebration.
Oh, really?
He gave it to
that
Palmer.
makes sense. I thought he was dissing him.
You know,
they're very good friends.
Really?
I kept seeing like BBC Sport talk about it, and they were like, I don't know how they're friends, but apparently they were good friends. He said, I need a celebration. He said, do this.
Cole Palmer,
Yeah.
first couple goals he scored, he weren't doing it.
He wasn't, but
Yeah.
I think
Out of nowhere, someone said to him, yo, Cole PR market.
Hold on.
I think it was.
I
more
think
Rodgers.
I
Let
was
me
the
double
first
check.
person to call him Cole Palmer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I said that to him when it went to Cobham.
started
Yeah, I said it. I called him Cole Palmer in like some sort of promo propaganda spiel. And then I don't know if I started it, but I was the first person to say it, like on a platty. So I was like, I'm claiming this. Unless somebody's got a tweet earlier that they can come and show me evidence. And then I said to him when I went to Cobham, I was like, that's your name from me. So then these celebrations have come from it. Madueke kind of, I think, said it in an interview. But without him, we're nothing. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't have his best game. There was a lot of injuries. I was looking at it, but Enzo came out. Do you know what it is? We were just a long shot FC in that first half. We didn't really have a plan. Like every single strike. I mean, Jackson had a nice moment
post,
as well.
right?
Yeah, he had the post with a free header. He had that shot that was offside, a nice little finish for once. But most of the shots were long shots from Mudryk. I think he nearly hit someone in the crowd, some innocent civilian. Gallagher, long shot, some bystander, some steward. Do you know what I mean? Gallagher. Everybody's just licking off shots, and our team's really immature. Like it's honestly, it's a kindergarten. There's no leaders. There's no experience. There's no like consequences to actions. That's why you see the penalty scuffle and whatnot.
Yep.
And Poch is kind of allowing it to fly. It's only recently he's come in with discipline. He's like,
Such an
actually,
idiot.
do you know what? There are rules. I am going to be an authoritarian. This is a club. This has standards. Before it was just anything can fly. Let them figure it out for themselves. So the first half was null and void, man. We really didn't do anything. But fair play to him in the second half. He did make a tactical tweak. He inverted Cucurella
That was a big
like
difference,
Zinchenko.
Big
And I was like,
difference.
ooh, tactics. Tactico.
In-game as well, in-game. Let's
Hey,
change
let me
it
go
up.
on Twitter. We love this. You know what I mean? We make a thread about this. He inverted Cucurella, made it into a 3, which made more sense. Badiashile, Chalobah, Silva in the middle, protect him because he was getting cooked. Like we was in the wide areas. We were
And
getting
Thiago
done.
Silva needs that help
He
as well.
does, and
he
they brought on Bailey, not Bailey, Diaby.
Yes.
I thought, oh lord,
Yeah.
more pace against our Silva, who needs protecting. So I was so happy to see that change. And then we did actually start to get on the front foot. We started to play well. And we was just about to do the unthinkable, make it a 3-2 comeback. And this.
Once again, the referees. Man.
Listen.
I'll be honest. I don't like Chelsea, but what I hate more than Chelsea is Premier League referees. And
Yeah.
they actually,
For me,
took
it
away
was
that goal
a
from
foul.
Yeah.
But what I hated the most was the ref's seen it.
He's seen it.
He's
Yes.
watched it. He said
Yeah.
it's a goal, and then he's gone and looked at the slow-mo of a little this, and he says, yeah. I
It's
did
slow
like
motion,
that.
everything looks
Huh?
the worst.
You think it's a
I
foul?
think it's a foul because Diego Carlos, he's about to jump. Sorry, was it Badiashile?
Yeah, Badiashile was
Badiashile,
Yes.
Yeah.
And Diego Carlos about to try and get it, and he's just little.
So
lead.
I
think it was. I think it was a forearm. He's gone for a little lead. So for me, it's debatable.
It's soft.
I think it's
for me,
it's very
it's
soft.
because
soft.
he's completely put him off his game. Do you know what I mean?
It's typical physical contact of
Yes.
two players competing.
Yes.
Especially when I look at Diego Carlos, he didn't even react.
He did.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's a-
say
it, that's
he's
what
a
I'm saying.
physical-
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I looked at him. I was like, he didn't really
I'm
care.
like,
Yeah.
Diego Carlos knows he loves a battle.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, I just lost
He's
out.
a real
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So he just lost out on that one. But I'm like, you as a referee, even on video, I would have seen that personally, and I
Yeah.
would have been like, oh yeah, he don't.
But
even
what I
think
hate is they
that's a penalty.
slow-mo it. That's
Yeah.
what annoys me the most.
It makes
Slow-mo
it
makes
look worse.
Takes it out of
everything worse.
context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't,
like the
I didn't
Michael
think it was
Oliver
a
The
foul.
guy is
Yeah.
watching it. He can see it, and he's saying it's not a penalty, and he's giving the goal.
The fact that Carlos didn't even fight for it, he said, you
Yeah.
know what? We play on, we move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, we've done so much good work to get back into the game. Like, great finish from Madueke, great finish from
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Yeah,
What
Gallagher.
a
Great
strike.
finish.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, it's almost like Coventry the week before. Fairy tale
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Little old Chelsea make their way back at Villa Park.
Little old Chelsea.
It's a football script. The
Little
writers,
old
the script
Chelsea.
writers, the script
That
down
is
and out,
embarrassing.
down and out in
That's
mid-table.
embarrassing.
and look what they've become.
Nearly went into administration. Nearly went into liquidation. Chelsea rise from their ruins.
To move like a grassroots club.
Peter Jury's on the mic.
The $1 billion bottle job. I'm trying to talk like this.
You're acting like it's
Emery
grassroots
bottle
football.
job. Dance with me. Another Emery bottle job for Arsenal fans to talk.
You've got me on your side. You've got me on your side. You've got me on your side.
It's the history of the Emery. It's the history of the Emery.
And he just ruined it. So I got it wrong. I initially was like, it was shoulder to shoulder. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder. He did like go
I
to
think
the back.
was his forearm or something.
But
He's done something.
but that was
He just shoved him, but I was just like,
in
bro,
open
it's-
play that
it's
happens
a
like
draw.
1,000 times. You move on, and it's like because this season VAR has been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Grealish can handball it on a free kick, can't even get a corner. Like Suchek, a couple seasons dive like a goalkeeper,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
nothing.
remember that,
Kukurea
yeah.
could get his hair pulled.
Yeah.
Do you
Your
remember
dreads.
Do you remember when Odegaard was breakdancing in the box?
At Liverpool.
At Liverpool as well, yeah.
Odegaard, yeah.
Yeah.
Even the goal against you guys.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Remember,
Play on.
remember Newcastle with the push in the back at St James's?
Anthony
Yes.
Gordon.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
situation.
yeah, yeah.
No, so it's like if there was,
so
there's no
inconsistent.
consistency.
Yeah.
So
Even the Declan Rice one in North London Derby, Michael Oliver looked at it. I agree it's a penalty, by the way.
Yeah.
100% penalty.
Like it's
But if
in
you look
his
at it-
eye line.
but if
It's
you
right,
look at
he's
it
1
real
yard
time,
away.
yeah. Surely
He
you give
almost
it.
got kicked. That's how close he was.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's still saying play on.
Yeah.
So it's like you should just go with the referee in that situation.
Remember straight away we were like,
That
that's
is
a
a
penalty.
penalty.
Yeah,
You
because-
lot were even
because
like,
I remember- yeah.
he's gonna look that back. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
penalty.
because that happens a lot. You always see them given.
Yeah.
The guy kicks, he doesn't know the guy's coming
But
penalty.
the fact
It's
it's
so-
right in front of him.
but like
it's similar to this.
yeah.
It's like
But
it's
like
right
you're
in
right
front of
with the refereeing this season, it's been horrible.
But
Like,
Palmer had a great chance. He could have just won it for us on the 1v1.
yeah, yeah,
Just missed it.
Yeah,
So-
that's just unlucky.
Yeah,
That's
it's
un-
unfortunate,
Like he
yeah.
should have scored, but it's just
He's
unlucky.
balled out too much for us this season.
But
We have to-
I did read it was Morgan Rogers' celebration. They played at Man City together. He used to be a Man City
really?
winger.
Oh,
Morgan Rogers, yeah.
Bro,
I didn't know
kept
that.
Wondering
Yeah.
where's this Morgan Rogers kid?
He went to,
Yeah.
he went to
Nowhere.
I think he went to Middlesbrough. I think it was
Yeah.
Middlesbrough. Then they signed him. I don't
In
know if
January,
it was Middlesbrough.
yeah, they signed him in
But
January,
he was a Man City youth academy player. Same with Cole
Gotcha.
Palmer, Foden, and all that. Then he used to do the celebration.
Right.
And then I
Okay.
read the article now. They're very, very good friends. So he took the celebration from him.
City have been producing so many youngsters. Like you're just.
They're like how you guys are.
Yeah.
They're like how Man United are. Like they just
Jeremy
have,
Frimpong from there.
Is it?
yeah, Frimpong's from there.
Pedro Porro.
Pedro
from there.
Porro's from there.
Douglas Luiz was there before.
Yeah, Douglas Luiz
Yeah.
was there. He was
Of course,
on loan
Lavia.
to like Granada or something like
Yeah,
that. Lavia.
But they also they'll buy them really cheap and then
Yeah.
No, that's
send
what
them
they
out
do.
to the
They're-
City group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do what Arsenal basically used to do, Clichy and
Yeah.
Cesc and them, man. Sign them at like 15
Yeah.
and then claim them as their own by 18.
Yeah, yeah,
Pedro at Barca. Pedro at Barca.
Homegrown blood,
Yeah,
homegrown,
yeah.
Pedro, they bought him from Las Palmas
Yeah,
or something
that's
like
what I'm
that. I was like, whoa, La Masia, La Masia. But the guy's like,
He keeps being misspoken.
That's too funny.
But obviously, Aston Villa. Chelsea avoided defeat, by the way, for just the 4th time in 51 Premier League games in which there were 2 or more goals behind at half time. That's a good stat for you.
Incredible. I'm shocked to this day that we actually got something from that game. Yeah.
There's so many
And you should
things.
have got
That,
something more. That's
there's
even
so many
more
things that
annoying.
shock me about Chelsea. Like now, every time they just ring off a stat. Like how many games Enzo won in his Chelsea career? It's like 14
Let
games.
that man go get surgery, man. Can't cook an injured man.
Yeah, man, that guy's had his coochie split open. And he's now out for the rest of the season. Come on, man.
Hey, respect Enzo. I know what Sugar Sean be doing here, but we gotta respect Enzo when I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna bring that balance. Enzo's a baller.
Obviously,
You like it? You're a big fan of
I
Enzo.
love Enzo. I wanted him badly, so I'm gonna live or die by this.
Listen,
Fair enough.
He said he's been playing with a hernia for the last 6
Kind of
months.
Undombele. That's
Yeah.
your thing.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You ready in a minute?
You know what?
I call it Undombele. Undombele.
You did love him, Dembele, though. You did love him. You did love him.
This day.
You loved him.
We can save him. We can save him, I'm telling you. Look at that.
He was drooling. You started drooling. Yeah, you started drooling.
See how crazy it
Yeah,
gets?
I hear it.
Endo Belly, really.
No, Dembele, yeah. He was just mad thick. He was just mad thick lower half. Whoa. He was crazy.
Get him on my fitness regime. I promise you.
I know you know.
Him, you and Sharky go for runs in the morning.
Give me 6 weeks with Endom.
Oh, not that wrong club, man.
Yeah.
SDS Run Club. Come to
But listen,
that'd be sick,
You,
yeah.
you mentioned Sean as well. He's been on the pod. Obviously, you know his stance of Chelsea
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Pochettino. Where are you with Poch as well?
I wanted Poch.
Yeah.
So, and the way I roll is that I'm actually embarrassed because if I rate you highly and I wanted you, if you now perform below that standard, I'm not gonna like be strong and wrong and defend you. And like, oh my, I'm like, you're actually underperforming to my expectations. Like, I actually thought you were better than this. It's not like if you didn't want Poch, you didn't rate him, you might not be surprised. So you'd be like, well, this is exactly what I actually thought he could get us into Europe. Now, there's been context, there's injuries. It's a difficult squad to manage. There's no balance. You got to kind of develop everybody at the same time. We've stockpiled youngsters. However, it's inexcusable to draw to Sheffield United. It's inexcusable to draw to Burnley. So if you just get those results alone, forget the whole rest of the season, you could have actually been in 6th, which is all we're asking for. We're not asking for League, Champions League, just Europa League. Just be in the conversation. So for me, we're so close to doing a cup double, but we're so far at the same time.
yeah.
So it's really it could have been such a defining season, not only for him, because I know how much he really wants to get that monkey off his back about trophies and all that stuff, being a bottler, but also for us with winning with a young group and instilling that winning mentality and saying, right, you're at Chelsea now, rise to the level. And the fan base have kind of been like battering each other about, should we like get in touch with reality and get to understand the standards they're at, or should we try and bring them up to the standard that we need to be at to say, no, you need to deliver to this level, otherwise we're going to just accept what we're at and become numb to it. So there's a massive like back and forth going on, and it's tough. But yeah, for me, Poch is, if he didn't misprofile so many players, bro, I would have been a lot calmer. Like, if you're at least letting the players play to their strengths and not exposing their weaknesses, which is what a coach has to do.
Who do you think? Who do you say?
Cole at left back getting skinned all season when Matson's right there, who's now in a Champions League semi-final with Dortmund. Chilwell at left wing earlier on the season. Disasi at right back, who turns like
turns like a truck.
Turns like a truck.
Truck doing a
do you know what I
front
mean? you know that meme where the truck's trying to on the same.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? This is GTA through the tunnel. Like, we can't turn back. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
So, and there's so many more instances. I saw Enzo even making second striker runs in a 10. Like, it's just not making sense. And I think as much as I sympathise with him, because he's also not able to make that connection, and you see how Ten Hag starts to waffle, he's also doing that as well, and he's talking out of both sides of his mouth, and he can't stay consistent. It's a lot to deal with. But I do realise at the same time the problem is bigger than him. Directors' hierarchy, they're the consistent theme over the last 2 seasons. And just because we sack him doesn't mean it's all good. Yeah. Like, we could just go into next season and Poch in the next one. So it's very complex, bro. It's its own pod. But long story short, I don't mind. You can leave. Like, I've already said you can go. I'd get rid of him at the end of the season, because I don't feel like he has been like, this team has been allowed to run amok in terms of the penalty situation. And there's so many things that he's not ticking the boxes, and I'm just like, I don't think I can't handle another season, because the next season's crucial. If we mess up next season, I mean, our defensive record is the worst since the early 90s. The amount of goals we've conceded, that alone is sackable. And if it carries on for next season and we say, right, let's just try one more time, it might work. But if it doesn't, Cole Palmer, bid coming in. Reece James, if you're fit, bid coming in. And that's where Chelsea really start to get into a position where you may never come back. You may never come back. And I can't take that risk.
Because that Cole Palmer one, I feel like that, like you said, I feel like there's another season half where he just goes, what am I doing here?
What am I doing here? Yeah.
Take me back to Manchester. Whether it's City or United, take me back to Manchester.
I'm getting 20 Premier League goals and I'm still finishing.
Yeah, I could see like a United just.
This might be our last season to like ride off our name, and that's with the with the finances.
And I feel like if you lot keep Poch for one more season,
if we finish 10th next year. And we don't pay the high wages, and we're not in champs. And like, I'm not saying that we're done, but it's very difficult.
It's a difficult hole to come out.
No, but I still think Chelsea will always pay the high wages.
No, we don't pay high wages. Like, it's factual. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. We have a wage cap. Yeah, there's like, we don't pay. The only people that are on big wages are from, you know, when Top Boy was going for dinner. The 8-year contracts are long, but they're 100k. So like, of course, that comes in a boat. Like, you get security and lifetime security.
It's only like the Reece James.
The big names, Osimhen.
Yeah.
Bruv, I can make 3 times what you man are about offering me. It's not happening. So the wage cap's there. So we don't pay the most. We're not in Europe. We're not winning. It's a lot for a player to like kind of risk their career on. So
I feel like you don't want to risk.
This squad doesn't suit him. But I love Tuchel, man. I love Tuchel.
I can see why people like it.
Bro, if Tuchel come back, I would entertain it.
But
we'd have to change.
If he was to come back, they have to kiss the ring. You know that.
No,
the owners, they have to say, "Please, we're so sorry."
And we have to change the strategy.
It's like kiss the ring, and I'm coming back.
But we can't keep buying like 17-year-olds from Brazil and Argentina. Like, we have to give him.
I was gonna say,
pros.
if you keep Poch one more year, it gives him the license to buy who he wants. And then now, let's say he buys who he wants, and it works out. Do you say success, or would you rather a new manager comes in, puts his own philosophy into the club and things like that, and then all these youth players go out on loan, and you get the players back who are injured, like all the Gustos, the Reece James and Kunku. No one's seen him play football yet. He's like Malacia.
Reece James, Fofana,
Lavia,
and Kunku.
He's one of my favourite players.
Chukwuemeka. Like, we actually, there's talent there, but we ain't seen it. And that's why the board and the hierarchy and the medical team also have to be held accountable. It's not just Poch, because like, the amount of injuries we've had this season, I know Newcastle have had, Brighton, Man United, but it's been a disgrace. Like, on average, like 10 every game. So every press conference, minimum 2 injuries. I can guarantee you. I don't know who, but
it's
I
like
know.
Big players as well.
Big names, yeah. And it's like, but the board, their mentality and what they want for this club, it's not like Roman, where we knew he wanted to win. He would go into debt for it. Whereas these guys, it's like, do you want to make profit, or like, not profit, but do you guys want to like develop youngsters like Dortmund
It's
and
American
Brighton
owners. American owners are-
consortium.
they're like that, yeah.
There's a lot more people involved, investors and
Strategy.
strategy. Yeah, American ownership. What are we gonna MLS? Like I don't even know what other words they use.
We asked Lee.
We need lists. We need lists.
Yeah, where's Leah's, man? So because I can't trust them because I don't know their plan and I don't know what they what are your intentions with my football club. You know when like you have a daughter, or you know if you have,
What's your intentions on my daughter?
what are your intentions with my daughter? I don't know because like you're not being clear and you're buying all these young players and it's stockpiling. So. And we're not winning, and we're not focusing on the first team, so it's very muddy, and it's not
For you,
looking
the
good.
summer transfer window is massively important.
Massive.
To get some
They
experience.
have to change the strategy. I don't want to see no more Washingtons, no more Cassidys, Quesadillas. I don't want to see no more. No more youngsters. Bring in certified, experienced Premier League players who they might not be world class because we can't get it, but get guys who know the 38 game struggle and they can perform to a consistent level.
Richarlison, 30 million for you, my friend.
What's it? Zinchenko, 30.
Ramsdale.
I give you good offer.
No,
I give you good.
No.
Ben Davis, 10 million.
Take or leave. Take or leave.
For you only.
You don't want 10 million, 5 million I give to you.
Do you know who's a good player? Tosin at Fulham.
Yeah,
I really do like him.
he's going on a
now,
free.
like,
He's
he's
going on a
leaving
free.
Living on free.
Yeah.
I also like Anderson at Palace. I think he's a
Anderson's
very good player
quality.
as well.
He's
So
quality.
there's some smart signings.
You want, bro?
No. Well,
Thiago's going.
Thiago's going. Chalobah will probably be sold for pure profit.
Thiago's
And
wife.
Dassasi's looking mad.
Thiago's wife's been crying to leave. Yeah.
No, I don't agree.
Might be the best of the bunch.
I don't agree with it, but they will do it.
Yeah,
for
they'll
pure
do
profit,
it. They'll do
for
it.
pure
Yeah,
profit,
because
they'll
you
do
need a pure profit.
Yeah,
they're
they'll do
in a lot of I don't know what their
Money
financial
companies
situation,
will do
but
it.
it looks like they're going to be in a lot.
Yeah,
of
They
I don't
sold
know what
hotels.
Yeah, but did you see how much they're selling it for? Like they're selling it to each other. One parent company sold it to the other parent company for a crazy amount of money. Yeah, just for financial fair play.
It's like The Apprentice.
Yeah, literally. Trump. Like they'll sell all the English talent. They'll get rid of
Oh
all
yeah.
that.
Pure profit. Gallagher,
Chalobah.
they've been trying to move Gallagher for 3 straight transfer windows whilst the manager plays him and captains him.
Yeah.
That's how mad
They
it
should have
is.
sold him that Palace season, man.
But the thing is, they're not even aligned. Poch will say,
They
look
hadn't
at-
even took over then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
But then
yeah,
also
yeah.
their price tag is like crazy for him. They
Matson,
want like 50,
Matson
60
35, he's gone already.
Yeah.
Dortmund.
Hall as well. Lewis
20
Hall
mil,
as well.
we'll take him.
You got
bet you
Broja. Broja as well.
Broja will go, yeah.
They got a lot of pure profit coming in.
Datro Fofana.
He's not pure profit.
He's not pure profit.
Oh,
He
sorry,
he
yeah,
was signed.
pure
He's at
profit,
Burnley, yeah. He's another one of the...
hoping Burnley will take him.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next segment, I wanted to quickly ask you as well. We had a person on the table that says Nico Jackson is a top 7 Premier League striker at the moment. Would you agree with that?
Top 7?
Yeah.
Well, I have to do my additions, but I don't think so.
No.
Watkins.
Yeah.
Haaland, of course. Isak.
Yeah.
Who else
Tony?
have we got? Tony. Yeah.
Solanke.
Solanke.
Yeah.
He's not better than Solanke. He can't
No,
be.
no.
Son, if you want to put him
Son, you have to put in there, yeah.
there. Bowen. this season.
Bowen. Well, Bowen's not really a
Bowen's
striker.
not a
is he?
striker.
He's a
What do
winger,
you mean?
winger.
He's got the highest amount of West Ham goals.
Yeah.
since
Yeah, but
DeCanio.
so is Palmer though. But he's not. He's a winger, isn't it? He's really a winger.
Nah, Bowen's a full.
But this season, Bowen was been playing as a 9.
If you're counting Son, I'd count.
I wouldn't say top 7, but I do have respect.
Darwin Nunes,
See, this is where it gets nasty.
Yeah.
For me, Nunes.
Hoyland.
No, this is
That's
where
where it gets
this is
nasty.
where it
It's
gets
getting
nasty.
nasty. It's
This is where it gets
getting
nasty.
nasty. nasty.
Jackson,
Need to get some tissue.
people have you believe that Jackson should say a fraud for 35 million.
I can't lie. He's a box crasher.
He
I
actually
watched
is,
him twice
He
in a
can't
few
finish.
days.
Define that word for me, please.
I watched him twice.
What do you mean by that?
Watched him
What
twice
do you
in
mean by
4
that?
days. I watched him against City and Arsenal. Yeah. The way he runs centre backs ragged is a joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he's so good at
The
it.
hold-up
But then
play,
it's hold up,
carrying.
decision making and
Yeah,
turning
yeah,
the
yeah,
channels. But then when he gets into the box, it's like, what do I
Finish,
do now?
finish.
That's a good
Like,
term
what-
to use.
he's
Yeah.
What box crasher?
Yeah.
The way he dropped the shoulder on Gabriel.
I call him
amazing.
Baby Jesus. With that, is that fair?
Yeah, he's a big BCM guy. He's
Yeah.
a BCM guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
that's
he was running Saliba ragged. He was running Stones and Diaz ragged.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kanate in the cup final.
Like he's a proper box crasher, but it's like you don't know what position.
Don't know
he
what to
plays
finish.
now.
He needs to go wing.
And it's hilarious because I remember, was it last summer or the summer before? Bournemouth almost got him for 30 mil.
Yeah.
And he had the release clause, and then
Yeah.
suddenly he goes to Chelsea, and the difference in level with them two. It's like,
course, of
how are we
course.
going for the same player?
Yeah.
And the last question as well, to finish off the Aston Villa segment, because they got the draw and I would say they basically confirmed top 4. I was expecting you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
They kind of bottled it though.
They're both in the bottle.
No,
with
Villa?
we bottled it the week we lost to Fulham.
Yes.
Because they fumbled it, I think, the week before, and we could have took advantage of that, and then we didn't take it. And then 2 weeks later at Newcastle, we just said, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Champions League."
Bro,
Exactly.
Villa had us on the ropes, and they had Man United. They didn't even play well at Old Trafford this season, but they were 2-0 up. And then Emery and his team just go into this weird passive second half
Hey, man.
And
hey,
then
you must be new here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is this normal, yeah?
You must be new here.
Bro, at Villa Park, we bought them. It's jars me, man. We actually bought them at Villa Park, man. I hate them.
Hate that guy. Just that one Champions League year where he went for the Europa League. I just despise him.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I was going to say something about Emery. Oh, yeah. Do you think Emery should be, if he gets top 4,
Manager of the year?
Manager of the year?
I think that's a fair shout. Especially if he wins Conference League as well.
Yeah, I think it's between him and Sean Dyche now. 8-point deduction.
And
Was it 8 points? Yes, 8 points. And then
Not much quality in that team as well.
zero quality.
No,
Did you even see Decore? Decore posted a story. It just said 10% talent, 90% mentality. He's called himself ass. Yeah, he's called himself ass.
He said, I'm a scrumballer.
Yeah,
He said, I'm a scrumballer. But I try.
Yeah, like
That's like 10% luck,
20% skill. That was on all the comps, Ronaldinho comps back in the day. Yeah, on all the Ronaldinho comps, I remember.
Let's move on to the next game. West Ham drew 2-2 with Liverpool. Liverpool's title hopes are all but done. Fawzi was still trying to tell me, did you get it? We can still have a chance. I don't think they have a chance anymore. It's between Arsenal and City. He still had hope, man. You still have to have hope. But what did he say? Hope is what kills you.
It murders you.
Murders
in
him.
cold blood as well.
Murdered him.
Disgusting.
Bowen winning a header in the box. He must have been thinking, what the hell has this team become, man?
Yeah.
Salah, Nunes, everyone's been
Salah
benched.
with the beef just for not hugging Klopp.
Crazy.
What's going on
It's
over there,
crazy.
man?
Salah,
What is going on over there?
I'm waiting for that documentary.
That's a sad end, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to milk
Yeah.
it too much because that can happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a little spat.
Yeah, I think it's not that deep. I
But
think
the
it's not
quote coming out saying, I
speak-
could talk fire right
Yeah,
now.
if I speak, it'll be fire or something like that. Yeah, that sounds
Sorry?
crazy. That sounds like it's been brewing.
Yeah.
He's
On
gonna
the
release
stove.
He's gonna release his own diss track now. Push up.
Yeah.
Literally. He's gonna do that one. But listen, they drew 2-2. Obviously, Robertson got the equalizer, and then Areola scored an own goal with Gakpo. Put it back in, but deflected off everyone.
Yeah.
Antonio then equalized. Liverpool this season, obviously, fans. I mean, it was a big topic on SDS in the midweek. Liaz has said Liverpool have bottled it. Do you think Liverpool have bottled the league this season?
Yeah. There's no other way
Yeah,
to really
yeah.
describe
How
it,
many
to be
points
fair.
were they clear at one point?
At one point, were
Was
they
it
10
five?
points clear of it?
5 or
was
8 or something like that.
Yeah.
But City had a game in hand. It was like something like that.
It was
Yeah,
5 or
something
8,
like
something
that.
But
like
they
that.
had the easiest run of fixtures.
Yeah, easiest run.
Yeah.
And
4 away games in a row is tough, though.
what helps
Yeah,
them is
that's a good point.
is.
That's a
no
good
one
point.
expected them to be in that position. That's what
Yeah.
helps them a lot.
I agree, but I feel like once you got to that position, and I feel like after denying almost all season, everybody questioning, is it sustainable? Is it sustainable?
Yeah.
We got to the point of, okay, guys,
Not sustainable.
this is sustainable. No, it is.
Oh, you mean like on that part?
Yeah, they got to the point where it's like, you know what, this is who they are. They're doing it for Klopp. It's the last dance, and you even had that almost like added emotional value, almost
The storyline.
You felt like
Yeah.
it added a spark plug initially, but then I just feel like almost like that wore off, and not to say it wore off, and then everybody just like, okay.
Yeah.
End of the season now, but it's like
Is that
See you later.
Is that
the
Zinchenko
attack.
again?
The attack, I feel like, is mainly.
There was sounds Zinchenko like for some reason. What's going on?
No, if you're lucky, you won today.
Do you follow me here? Do you follow me there? I said there.
Can I go here, please,
I said, Winger, what are you doing? Am I going here?
Bro, they all sound like Zinchenko. I don't know what it is. But yeah.
But no, I feel like the attack has bottled it more than anything, in my opinion. Especially when I look at the kind of form Darwin Núñez was on 2 or 3 months ago. Luis Diaz, you could say he's been a bright spark in terms of being a threat for them, but I think his output has been very inconsistent. Jota, injuries, of course, has kind of stopped him, but Mo Salah.
Where has he been?
I know.
Where is
FaZe
he?
will be. I can't believe they're disgracing
The
my
myth,
Arab
the
king.
myth.
Yeah.
Brother, he has not been here when Liverpool have needed them.
Why'd you do him like that, man? Come on, Faisal, man.
Faisal, man.
That's what the FF stands for.
I never did it. I never did it.
We here is Faisal.
Take Trent. Alan Madrid. Take Trent. Come collect your boy. He deserves better, man.
Nah, Trent got the restraining order on him.
Yeah, he does,
I
he
just
does,
feel
he
like
does.
Liverpool almost relying on Darwin has kind of caught up to them at this point of the season.
Yeah, he should be on terrace top 10.
Bro.
List, you know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They-
You know
wanted,
what?
most wanted.
Your TikTok jinxed him.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, I'm glad you brought that up because he couldn't wait every time. He's connecting the dots. I'm telling you guys.
He had a
told
little
you guys.
TikTok,
He had
you
his
know,
one TikTok clip of where he was
It was
saying,
like 2 years ago.
Darwin Núñez does the shot across the face of goal, yeah? Once it starts hitting the target, yeah? It's gonna be game over.
brother.
And you know he
Brother, what's that?
He hit one of those 2 finishes, and he was like,
Against Newcastle, innit?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. I told you
Yeah.
what up.
He's like, okay, I'm investing more now.
I've got a confession
investing.
to make, guys.
Do you know what it is though? I don't even want to just do Nunes. It's a group. It's Nunes, it's Gakpo, it's Szoboszlai, and there's one other brother as well. But the new signings, they haven't been pulling their weight.
Diaz.
Well, Diaz, I give
70 million.
because of the
Come on.
injuries and
you're
off
meant
the
to be
field,
Mane's replacement.
ACL.
Has he even been 2/3 of what Mane has been?
No.
Mane
I think he
was
come on for
special.
ACL.
And I know that's
I think he's coming off
harsh,
for ACL.
Mane set a barometer,
He did.
bro. And I feel like you can't almost let your standards drop. And he came in at a time when Mane was still there.
Diaz was
If I'm
popping
not
off as
mistaken.
well.
So it was almost like you had the literal handing of the baton. In the first
Yeah.
6 months, it was like, ah,
He's on it.
Who's
Yeah.
the guy?
Hey, Mane, your time is up, bro. It's time to go. Time to go forwards. Go to centre
Yeah, go to Saudi,
As
brother.
soon as Mane left,
This guy, isn't it?
okay, Colombia.
But the ACL, I'll give him.
Arriba.
I'm easier on him because of the ACL. But I agree, like he hasn't even hit the levels either. But the rest of them, Szoboszlai, Nunes, Gakpo, the 5th attacker that can just do whatever he wants until now when you need him.
But Gakpo, I also feel bad for because they put him at striker, left wing, left centre mid.
But
bro.
that's
that
also,
guy's
that's
ass.
because you're
He's
not.
rotating
That's
my
because he's
positions
not
all the
that
time.
great,
He's
though. That's because
ass.
he's not that great.
Who are you?
That's because he's not that great.
Who are you, brother?
Cody Gakpo.
Which position do you play?
I think left wing is his best position.
Yeah, I think he said. I think
Yeah.
Guy
I think
is
like
6'4".
that.
I don't think even
he's
he knows.
6'4" and he does not impose his body at all on the
it's
pitch.
not good.
He's no physicality on the pitch. Tall for no reason. Generally.
Yeah.
Give me some of those inches, brother. I need them.
Pause.
We don't pause around
I hear
there.
it.
No Diddy.
But there's also the academy guys is the one that we were saying it earlier. The academy guys are the ones pulling through. The Elliots, the Joneses, the Bradleys this
Yeah,
season,
generally.
the Kwanzas,
Kelleher.
Kelleher. So that's damning on the recruitment. Edwards is gonna be spinning when he gets in there. It's
Yeah.
gonna be mad.
Oh yeah, I actually want to talk about a little incident in that game. Did you see the Gakpo and Areola kind of mix up where Areola went down with the ball? He was feigning an injury. Might have been injured. I don't know. He got up, then he put the ball down because he thought the referee had called for a free kick. Gakpo ran straight up to it, was gonna kick it in. The referee's like, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, stop.
Yeah.
Should have shot.
Should have
And
shot.
then the
So
referee
VAR
went,
can.
bottled it.
referee went up to Areola and said, I beg you go down because I think I just messed this one up.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that.
It was strange.
Gakpo should have just scored and made a bigger heading than it should have
Yeah,
been.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's what it was. It was so weird to see. It was one of the like. Do you
When did it
remember
happen? Porto? Was it Porto Arsenal?
Oh yeah,
Porto Arsenal? Was it Champions League?
Champions League.
Played the pass, but it was really
like a
trying to
free kick.
retake
No,
the
no,
goal
no.
kick.
I'm thinking of Arsenal. Arsenal Man United.
The Nani. No,
Was it Nani?
Spurs United.
Spurs United.
Nani.
When keeper just throws it down.
Nani and Gomez.
Aurelio Gomez thinks
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
foul.
yeah, yeah.
And then Nani just looks up. He looks around. Then he just taps it
Ejena
in.
was like that.
Yeah,
Ejena was
and he
like
just
that.
taps it in, but then Gakpo didn't shoot.
Yeah,
obviously,
that was a big controversy.
That's the one I'm
'cause
thinking
Yeah,
of,
it looked a bit dodgy over that. But obviously, West Ham and Liverpool got a point. Liverpool can obviously look at next season with Arne Slot as a manager next season. Do you have any? Have you?
To be honest, I'll be real. People are just saying like he's a second coming of Ten Hag. He's bald. He's Dutch. But for me, I'm gonna be real. Like I don't watch Feyenoord, so I'm just gonna just judge him as I see him when he comes in. He's got a tough job coming in. I think it's a tough time to take charge when a legend and a community man, he's held that city, at the forefront, is leaving and you're coming in to replace. It doesn't usually go well. And I think Xabi Alonso was very smart not to take that job. Wait for Real Madrid. Why would you manage Szoboszlai when you can manage Bellingham? Why would you manage Gakpo when you can manage Mbappe and Vinny? Like, you use your brain and you make that right decision for your career. Slot, please, I want to do this. I want this job.
He even came up.
I really want it.
Like, I want to
Him
go
and
Liverpool.
Amarin have just been
Yeah.
like,
I don't.
Amarin. He
Amarin
came
was
to
like,
West Ham.
Premier League money.
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's
and
do
then,
this.
And then he went back and he's like, sorry
guys.
I
f***ed up.
Yeah, I messed up. I don't want my players to ever do that. I'm never going to do that again.
By the way, Sam as well, because now David Moyes probably was like, what you guys interviewing for my position for? What's going on there?
Is he not out
Yeah.
then? David
David
Moyes-
Moyes not announced.
No, he's leaving. Yeah, it's not announced.
So he's
But
ready
his
to
contract's
go as
running
well.
out and it's not
Yeah.
being renewed, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like an unspoken truth. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know him, but all I know is that he's got one serious job on his
It's a
hands,
big
and
project.
Edwards has got a lot of fixing up to do with that recruitment. They've got to decide on some big money.
If anyone
big money
says
deals.
they watch Feyenoord religiously and they're
They're
not
lying.
Dutch,
Yeah, lying. What channel?
I'm
Ask them what
Dutch and
channel.
I don't even watch them.
Ask them what channel.
Feyenoord.
what channel?
What
You
channel?
need a dodgy box, and if you got a dodgy box, I'm
They want a
snitching.
title with man like Kochu.
Yeah,
You snitching twice
yeah,
today.
yeah. People are saying, yeah, you should
man.
come to the Premier League. That guy's in Turkey now.
You can't even get the Benfica team. Come on, man.
Why is it like that?
Yeah,
Come on, man. That's a crazy name.
West Ham are now in 8th. They're at 49 points. Kind of seems like that's where they're gonna land almost. Yeah. How has the season gone for David Moyes? And
and it's weird. I see a lot of mixed reviews about David Moyes. A lot of like oh, he's done an amazing job, and look at the quality of players we've got. We should be playing better football. But then you look at what they've done. They're 8th in the Premier League. They won the Conference League. Was it the Conference League?
Yep.
Yeah, they
Last
won the
season,
Conference League.
yeah. He's a European champion.
Europa League semi-final the year before.
Europa League semi-final. This year lost to a Bayern Leverkusen, who are arguably one of the best teams in Europe.
Yep.
Most likely going on to win it
3
now.
European quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got rid of Declan Rice for 105 million. Like, you know,
Reinvested it very well.
Very well. You
Edson
got,
Alvarez, Mohamed Kudus. Like,
you got
this is
you
real
got
investment.
Paqueta on the books now, who will go for another 100 million.
yeah.
You've got Kudus, who will potentially go for another like 70 million. Like, I
But-
feel like he's done a good job.
Yeah.
They've done a good job, and they've backed him very well.
I definitely
and
agree with you.
I think he's gotten the best out of players that are there. Bowen.
Yeah.
I don't think Bowen would be as good and highly rated as he is now without David Moyes saying, "Cool, I'm putting you as the striker now."
Yeah.
But do you think
Mikel
that's
Antonio,
they
let's chill.
see David Moyes has a ceiling? That's why they're interviewing for like.
But
an
I
hour.
think,
yeah.
I think,
But
I
I
think
don't
the
think you-
club
yeah.
has a ceiling in general, and I think he's hit that ceiling, and he's doing his best with that ceiling. You got to remember, like, to break into that top 6, unless you have like an anomaly season,
Yeah.
it's very hard to do it consistently. Like Aston Villa are going to do it this year. Can they do it year in, year out?
Newcastle
Like,
did it last year.
Newcastle did it last
Leicester
year. They
were
haven't been
really-
able to do it.
that was
Leicester.
ridiculous.
We've seen West Ham compete for a couple of years in the
Yeah.
top 4 and then just kind of drop out afterwards. It's not that easy. And I think
Especially when you're
he's
competing
done-
in Europe as well.
Yeah, and I think what happened at the start of the season, they were very bad.
Yeah.
If you
Very.
remember. And I think that's when a lot of the criticism of, yo, Moyes, it's time to go, man.
Yeah.
But then I think what he's done very well is, like he's done pretty much every season. So at some point, he just kind of turns it around and it slowly turns into a steady season. And before you know it, they're 8th. They're somewhere deep in Europe. And you're thinking, do you know what? Emerson's actually been one of the best left backs
Yeah,
this
oh, yeah, he's
season.
been
It's
quality,
like,
yeah.
hey,
They were
some
linked
players
with
are actually
Maguire
good
and
quality,
McTominay
so-
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like he's just done the best with what he's given, and West Ham are where they should be, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Just outside
I feel
the
like
top
they're
6
doing exactly what they should be doing.
and competing in deep.
It's just
in
yo,
those
let's play
cups.
sexier football.
Yes,
We've got Paqueta.
there's a clash.
Let's see him. Let's see
Yeah.
him do some
That
dances
I
on the
feel
pitch.
like
Like,
is a message that can kill clubs.
it kills a
can
lot
finish
of
clubs.
smaller clubs. It kills them
Yes,
big
it can
time.
Finish
Big
them.
time.
It can make you think, oh, the grass is greener on
Look
the
at
other
Burnley.
side.
Burnley trying to play nice football. Oh, go back down.
Get
man.
out of here, man. You seen what
Come
Sean
to the
Dyche
Prem-
went to
yeah.
Everton, got points deduction twice.
Yeah.
Did his thing, 12 clean sheets right there with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's
Do your
ridiculous.
job.
And
Yeah.
look, Paqueta, you're talking about Paqueta. He's most likely leaving in the summer as well. He's going to
Yeah.
City.
And
so
bro,
you're like,
West Ham have a good team.
Yeah.
They got Aguerd who's good. They've got a good midfield.
Zuma.
Of
Kudus.
Zuma,
Yeah.
Edison Alvarez, James Ward-Prowse.
They got one of the, even Leeds,
Calvin Phillips.
Leeds
Like,
is
they've got
Areola.
good players. Areola, for PSG and Real Madrid goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Like, they've got good players in their squad.
Do you know what it is as well? Like you said, there's a clash of styles, like Paqueta, Kudus, and getting that. But they've always had it with Dimitri Payet or Tevez
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I always feel like
Mascherano.
they have the
They've always
Mavericks.
had someone
The gem,
maverick.
that one gem.
Even
Yeah.
Arnautovic, they tried. Who else
Yeah.
was there? There was Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko,
Yeah,
yeah,
they've
Yarmolenko.
always tried to have a
Yeah.
little bit of sauce in the side.
Even back in the
and he
Benayoun,
clashes-
like
yeah,
players like Benayoun, they would
Benayoun.
have like one of these like saucy like
he clashes
extravagant
with that
players,
because
yeah.
he's not. He doesn't get the best out of a Paqueta and Kudus because he doesn't play on the front foot. But if you give him a McTominay Maguire,
Yeah.
I think West Ham could even go
further.
consistently do
Yeah.
this because that's more catered to. He wants his Fellaini's and that's him, Everton. So if you were to cater to that, like that might actually help them be
He had
sustainable.
that with Suchek. Look
Yeah,
what he did with
Suchek.
Suchek.
Look what-
He was
yeah.
he was
Bro,
playing
he
number 10.
rejuvenated him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was playing
so-
in the 10. He was even
Sufal.
Kufal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these are not
The fans don't want him.
Yeah,
they don't want
yeah.
that. They don't want that.
They don't want it, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
makes sense. But like you said, those things can kill clubs big time.
But only Sheffield United have
Careful what
scored,
you wish for, man. That's
Yeah.
what they say.
Grass ain't always greener, man.
only Sheffield United have scored more own goals than West Ham in the Premier League this season. And Jarrod Bowen's opener, his 16th league goal of 2023-24, saw him become the joint top goal scorer in a single Premier League campaign for West Ham United, equaling the Canio's
I
haul.
already said that stat, mate.
Okay, can I just
You
repeat?
know what I'm saying? Look at these. They need notes, some of them.
In next
You
floor.
know what I'm saying?
Say no, man.
What poll did you say on today?
The second one I did earlier.
This is my first one. All right, we got analysis from some correspondent. Do you want to read that out?
Go on.
No, but I do like in the comments. I do want to hear what West Ham fans think because I listen to TalkSport every day and they have these different callers.
It's
split
very
opinions,
divided.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
very
It's
divided.
very
Yeah.
split. I want to know what the SDS West Ham fans want
Yeah.
to think of it.
We got some Liverpool fans here. We got analysis from Femi. Said the common theme recently is how poor we've been defensively, which almost seems that to be going under the radar with how bad we are at the other end of the pitch. Quans had to do better against Antonio, but got completely bullied. It's a sign into the season. It seems that the players have just lost their energy and drive. Which at this level, is just not good enough. And Alex Tech, who's another Liverpool fan, said, "GG's guys, been a nice run. What slight glimmer of hope we had that maybe the other two would drop twice is now gone. They won't drop in three. Truly is over. Such a sad way for Klopp's tenure to end. A manager that means as much as he does to all of us deserve more. Klopp's tired. For Wizzy's tired. I'm tired." Fair
Food is
enough.
always tight.
Taking that, man.
Food is always tight.
It's B12 levels. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good, man.
Let's go on to the next game. Forest losing 2-0 at home to Man City. And I'm not going to lie, I want to report something to the FA because Chris Wood, I've seen some old tweets surface up that he's a Man City fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
You're trying to do the tweet thing.
He had 2 cutbacks that was a bit dodgy. That any other day, Chris Wood is scoring that. But Wood was not wooding today, so I don't know what was happening today. I don't know what
He was
happened.
lacking
To
Wood was not
chopping.
chopping the inches today. I can't lie. It was a cold day. It was a bit shriveled up there. But it was annoying today. He had 2 sitters.
Sitters, cutbacks.
I would have
sitters.
scored those. Like generally, put the ball.
I'm saying
either
a
drop
lot.
it back to me. That's going in the bottom bins.
Yeah.
100%.
Really?
I can't believe that went through his legs.
Even
like that.
Fuad would score that.
Nah, he would have got it out. He would have cleared it out.
Yeah, shit.
If you man were in
If
league,
in doubt, if in doubt.
if you man were in league of 72, who from SDS are you sending? With PK and Stevo. Who?
I know, I'll
you're
nominate
going. You're the
myself.
one
I'll
going.
nominate
Okay.
myself.
Is he the guy?
I'll nominate
He's the
myself.
guy.
Okay,
He's the
okay.
guy.
The tech guy. Yeah.
I'll nominate
He's
myself.
going, bro.
Yeah.
Your dog. Slide
Just
tackles.
dog, man.
He's gonna slide tackle those
Two-point challenges.
Poor Northampton
Red card
players.
in 5 minutes.
He's gonna slide tackle.
You know,
like
John,
that.
when he came on and then
Yeah.
come straight back off. That's Fuad.
Literally.
But yeah, it wasn't a great game from Chris Wood. Obviously, City went 1-0 up with Gavardio first half, and then Haaland sealed the deal second half. What about you two? I mean, had Elias say, Man City, sure, they've basically won the league for you guys. We've seen it time and time again, man.
I don't want to get too comfortable. You know what I mean? Every game, I'm pushing City on, making sure that they're conconcentrating, making sure that they're warmed
Are you not
up.
supporting us? Like,
No,
us though? Come on.
no. Every time I walk around in London, people are walking around
You
going
don't
like
see the
this.
colours?
Five. I don't even know that. It's
I
five.
got
And just walk off.
five
Yeah.
on
That's
it.
what they're doing when I walk around now. So, God forbid if you won the league. Like, no. Can't have that. So, now Man City were firmly hoping that you handle business every single game. And today I just left it in their hands. I was traveling to FCM. I thought, I'm not going to be able to watch, but I feel like, they'll handle business and they'll be professional and conduct themselves in the right manner. And they did.
Yeah.
Very proud of them.
I watched a very annoying game to watch. Very frustrating game to watch.
The concurrent just drops after 1-0.
just-
All the
yeah.
Arsenal fans just leave.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like, just
yeah.
get this.
Yeah, the viewership's like here. It's
Sky
like,
Sports are like, wow, this is really good. Boom.
I'm seeing like Ola Aina ball out. I'm seeing Ola Aina ball out.
Ola
Murillo
Aina,
was
man.
playing amazing. Hudson-Odoi played well.
Yeah, I heard.
Like, they were having there was
got some
good
players.
spells. More Gibbs
Gibbs
White
White,
doing his
yeah.
typical. He's doing his
Danilo,
thing.
yeah.
Like everyone's doing their thing. I'm like, we might have something here. Like we'll have chances. Ball bouncing over. Edison gets subbed off. I'm like, oh, something's cooking. Like, no, the Forest, what you got for me? Last season you lot beat them. What you got today? And then I saw 2-0 Haaland. I said, it's time to switch this up.
You hear Haaland celebration as well? He said it to Mike, woo!
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. But it was a good finish from him, though.
Yeah, right foot.
Finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
literally.
impressive.
Murillo just said, take it down.
And
right.
another
If you
set piece,
score, you
Vardy
score.
as well. Another set piece.
Yeah,
set
Vardy,
piece are
yeah.
big this season.
Yeah, that was a very good header as well.
But listen, Spurs away have definitely got something for me when City go there. You guys got something for me, right?
I mean, we have Alfie Whitman, Alfie Devine, Dane Scarlett, some youngsters.
Ledley King.
I feel Ledley King. I
get
mean,
him out
Tom Huddleston's knocking around for the under 23.
Yeah,
huh?
I feel like you can register him in time.
We still haven't given him a testimonial. I feel like we owe him that.
I like that.
Oh,
Lloris
Lloris didn't get one. Lloris didn't get
Still in
a
your books?
testament. No, he's at LAFC.
He can,
okay,
he's in
fair.
LA.
You can
Yeah,
piss
he's
off
in
and
LA.
all.
Come back with the tag. I feel like you lot can play doggy that game with one leg.
No, not Lloris.
And Dombele call him back.
Yeah.
See if we can get him.
Can you imagine that guy? Can you imagine him in
Do
the
you not want
midfield?
your London clubs to win?
Yeah.
No, what kind of foolishness are you
London
doing?
v
don't wanna parade
Manchester.
in London.
London v
I
Manchester.
hate it when people do
Come
this.
on,
You know?
guys.
They're like,
It's not a
oh,
parade.
wish your teams in Europe well. Are you
Yeah.
stupid?
London v Manchester. Come
Nah,
on, guys.
bro.
Come on.
Brexit.
Down south versus up north. South v north. Come on, guys.
You don't
Nah,
you don't
South
want to
and
parade
North.
Why
What do you
don't
think
go
this
back to
is?
South?
Nah.
Huh?
Why don't you go back south?
Why is
No, man said go Portsmouth. Southampton go further.
Well, I was wearing this.
Woolwich, mate. Yeah.
Woolwich. Gooners or whatever it was.
Go on.
Stop hating because the new boys came on the block.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
come on,
nah.
man. But
Nah.
listen, we could have a parade in London. We all be there. We all link up.
If you guys win it, we've already planned straight to Heathrow. Any open
Why?
flights gone. I don't care where it's going.
Forget open flights, bro.
Uzbekistan, you going there?
Anywhere.
Yeah,
Bro,
Don't
you're
care.
Not, you're not seeing me on camera for at least a year
If we win.
Really?
if you win the Premier League.
I feel like
But bro,
1 year.
have you not seen on what's that Twitter account? They're doing appearance and SDS members. You're doing really well.
No,
Oh,
You wanna
SDS
lose that?
Score.
I'm
Yeah.
retiring from SDS FCM.
no, you're not, man.
I'm moving to
Be
Hargeisa.
damned if you do.
Oh, back to Hargeisa. Yeah. You got to get rid of them dreads,
Gonna
bro.
go get
Those
me
dreads
a-
are coming straight off, you know?
Straight off. What are you talking about? I'm drawing on a receding hairline.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I might run the length of Africa. I might be the second guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Hardest keys on. Hardest keys on.
Says. I might join you actually. Running high. Let's do that.
You watched the obviously City game. Who plays for you? Kevin De Bruyne got 2 assists. Obviously, just Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, man. It's Kevin De Bruyne. So like I said earlier, it's just flow state for them. It's like, let's just keep
On
this
to the
train
next.
rolling.
Foden didn't even.
Didn't even play. Yeah,
you know,
Was
he
he
got
in the
injured.
squad?
I think he was injured on the way or
Take a
whatever it
rest.
was. It's just flow state for them. Let's just keep the
Yeah.
ball rolling. Let's the train, petrol, whatever you want, diesel, anything. Let's just keep it going.
Anything can go.
Yeah, let's just go stroll our way to the Premier League title.
Are we
Lift
gonna
it
be
up
there
for
for
the
Wolves
fourth
at home
time.
though? We're gonna be there for Wolves at home, right? City with Wolves at home 5:30 next week.
Brother, I'm there every Man City game. Man City game, I'm there every game, regardless.
You guys play Bournemouth, Solanke, Cobham.
I'm there.
I don't know about that.
Oh
Please,
yeah,
I don't know
Solanke.
about
And
that.
if he does an anime celebration, I might jump on the pitch. I swear, if I see that, it's gonna be like Lingard, Millie Rock. If I see that. But nah, they're frustrating to watch. Man.
Yeah,
What can you do?
Fair
Man?
enough. Man City have
And he
what?
made his tactical tweaks at halftime, which pissed me off as well.
did he
man.
What did he do?
I think he took off Doku, brought on they had no control. So
Yeah.
he took off Doku, put on Kovacic, I think.
Yeah,
Nunes.
yeah, you're right.
It was Kovacic.
Ortega
Right?
obviously came on the halftime.
I'll take him off injured, but he brought on Kovacic. The whole game changed.
Really?
Just took off the winger, put on off Kovacic.
Wait, who did he bring on if he took Ortega off?
No, he took off Edison.
Brought on a
I don't know what happened to
Oh,
Edison. I didn't see what
No,
happened.
there wasn't. No, I saw it. It was in the 20th minute. Nottingham Forest player kind of like barged into him and he kind of fell down. But I thought he had been substituted at the moment, but they kept him on until
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
half.
it was weird.
Yeah, it was
them
weird.
them going out the Champions League has not helped because if they had the Champions League as well, 2 things to focus on.
Oh,
Nah,
I
I feel like that. I feel like them being in Champions League would have put them up into another gear.
Really? Oh, so they would have
I feel
gone
like,
even worse.
I feel like
Okay.
the constant games.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah.
them, it's just like we need to keep
they-
playing.
sorry,
We need to
sorry.
keep
Really?
playing. I feel like teams like Man City, they can't have that long break.
Okay.
I feel like it just messes up the flow of things.
Right.
Like it's just like they know where everyone is. Like I remember last year, De Bruyne would just kick it and Haaland's there. It's like Haaland's always there.
no.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
You'll
Like
be
Gundo
there.
just appears out of nowhere, taps it. in,
Kevin
it's like,
knows you will be there.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like they just know. So it's like I feel like they needed
I
that.
love you guys.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you so
I love
much.
you so much.
Bernardo, I
You
love
make me so happy. The tiki taka, tiki taka,
Nah,
tiki
he
taka.
was
The
actually
video of him doing the
He's a
rondo.
psychopath.
The imaginary
He's
rondo. He's just
Yeah, he's by himself.
Yeah, by himself.
But remember
And
that
it looks
meme?
good as well. I'm like, damn.
Do you remember when he's looking at Arteta and he wasn't there? He's like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
he left a long time ago, bro.
Guy's a psychopath, man. And I love it. I love it.
Then he went back. He's like, oh yeah, you're there.
I love it. Like, he's just amazing. Like, he's
I
such
love
a
him.
great character.
He out of everyone in football, if there's one person you want to meet and interview, for me, it's him. Him
Oh,
and
yeah.
Mourinho, top
Yeah, I
two.
was gonna say
Him and
Chelsea.
Mourinho.
I forgot who it was.
Unbelievable.
Someone said they went to dinner with him and they were just talking. And all of a sudden, he just stopped talking. And he took out his notepad out and started just thought of a new tactics. Yeah, Pep.
Come on, look at Pep. Every season's been in the Premier League is something different.
Yeah,
We're-
yeah.
Oh, we're gonna win with no striker this year. Oh, you want to invert?
Good one up front at Anfield? No problem.
Yeah, let's invert Zinchenko. Where does Zinchenko come from? Let's just let's play a number 10 at left back.
Yep.
And then make him sit in midfield.
Bernardo
That
and
might
DM?
happen.
No problem.
Let's get João Cancelo from right
that
back.
was when I
put
thought
him left
his
back.
marbles
To
were
go.
going. When I saw Bernardo
At left back.
wing.
And it was against
yeah,
Arsenal, right?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
And
against
he
us.
bopped us.
Yeah, it was us. I was there.
And that was the problem is he was cooking it, and I was like, I don't know whether he's lost his
Yeah.
marbles or whether he's actually perfected the science of football. Like,
Let's get 4
But you know what is
Let's
with
play
him,
4
like-
centre backs at one time.
He never
Stones.
stops.
Yeah. I want
A
you to go into
Kanji in midfield.
Yeah.
I don't even like it, but he does it.
It looks disgusting.
Alvarez in the 8. It's disgusting,
Oh
but he
my
still
God.
does it. Like,
And it works.
He's
Yeah.
got like
And it works.
Haaland up top and he's got like 4 attackers behind him. I was like, what
Yeah,
the hell is this?
yeah.
Who's
It's like,
doing it?
Rodri, I just want you on an island by yourself. Everyone in front of you do what you want. Like, it's ridiculous, bro.
Rodri's like, yep, I'll do the Gundogan
Yeah.
and I'll do my role last season.
Yeah,
don't
here,
worry,
do you want me
I
to
got
score goals? Do you want me to defend? Which one do you want? Oh, you do both.
I'll do
There you
all
go,
of it
done.
for you. It's
He's a
sorry.
psychopath, but he's the best manager of all time.
Facts, I agree.
We have analysis from Wahid. He's a City fan. It's a horrible performance. We've been an ugly watch all season. We've been battered with injuries this season, but it's still not good enough. When Foden isn't playing, there's a lack of penetration from midfield. Bar old man KDB. Get Walker out. He's absolutely useless. Staminado is a passenger too. Haaland Dagger was pure quality, creating that yard score on his weak foot. Chris Wood could learn a thing or two. Ake was a man of the match. It was a one-man defense at times, and Defo would be our worst title in the Pep era if we fraud our way there. I'm most worried about Fulham away. Look at this. This is what the hell is this? This is our worst title.
He's with you know, like Real Madrid fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We won the league by 15 points. But it's horrible. Look at Barcelona. They're so bad.
What does it say about the rest of the league, though, if we can't
Yeah,
be the worst City side?
Well,
Farmers.
this league has been done.
Yeah, it has been
Been
for a
done,
while.
done.
And it's Pep's fault.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll tell you
Literally
something.
Pep's
I
fault.
thought there were farmers leagues going on in men's. You go to women's because obviously I was watching Chelsea women versus Barcelona women. Barcelona women at top of their league, season after season after
they're the
season.
fake.
4 unbeaten seasons in the last 5. Who else does
They
it
just
as
signed a
well?
woman now.
Wait, what?
They just
Barcelona
women
Yeah,
are
yeah.
unbeaten,
Unbeaten
bro.
in 4
If you
seasons.
go
Yeah,
into
something like
Google
that.
and go into their seasons and you just see unbeaten,
See
one
greens,
defeat.
greens,
unbeaten,
greens.
unbeaten,
Yeah, yeah.
unbeaten, one defeat. Bro, it is
And you know they do as well.
ridiculous.
They just signed a striker. I don't know her name from. I don't know anything about. I don't know much about women's football, but they signed like the best striker in the world on like a free.
Yeah.
But
Hadderberg.
they have like a crazy stacked attack already. So it's
Yeah,
like,
so
why
she's
did
on
they
the
sign-
bench.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. Like, I don't know.
They
what
got Ballon d'Or winner on the bench.
Yeah,
They
like,
brought
it's
them on
crazy.
the other day.
Atana.
Yeah, brought off the bench. It's mad.
It's mad, bro. Like the team they've got.
Couple leagues do this as well, you know. I think.
Crazy, man.
So what, how do you balance it out?
You
don't-
can't.
You can't, brother.
And it's mad because you got the men's Barcelona team are just struggling from top to bottom, and you got a women's Barcelona team who's just top to
It's
bottom.
literally like
amazing.
Chelsea.
They're perfect.
Chelsea
yeah.
women, yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yeah.
men, yeah.
But
Literally.
this is a game of two races. Obviously, there's a title race, and obviously the relegation race. Nottingham Forest needed some points on the board here, but they're still 1 point above relegation. They're on 26 points. Luton's on 25. Burnley's on 24. What are you guys thinking in this relegation race?
Do you know the best part is? Final day of the season.
Yeah, I love that.
Burnley
I love it.
versus Nottingham Forest.
For real?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You do a watch along.
No, generally, no,
Aye.
because Arsenal might win the league that day. So
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry.
It's twofold.
I'm gonna be
Should we
there.
do like
I'm gonna be there just in
We'll
case.
do like a quad watch along.
Yeah.
We'll watch Arsenal,
work.
City.
Yeah.
Was it Forest?
No, but
Burnley.
usually
Have
doesn't
like
Sky.
Fuzi sat there, relegation correspondent.
Yeah.
No, do you know what we do? With the mic, you know, we just have a long table. Chris Kamara, like, no, we just have a long table.
I don't know. Yeah, have like a long table area.
Long table.
correspondence.
Yeah.
Faisal, what's going on in La Liga?
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Jude Bellingham. Bellingham's not good enough to play for Real Madrid.
But yeah, what about you guys? Luton, Burnley, and Forest. Who's taking up?
I want
two of
Luton
those?
to survive, you know.
You got Luton
Twofold,
surviving.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I want Burnley to go down because I just hate company spit.
Fit. It's fit. I thought he was going to say something else.
Like tactically
I don't,
inside.
I don't like how Burnley. You remember what we was talking about, the whole change in identity. I don't like how Burnley have gone from.
Yeah.
It's like when someone got rich. They forgot their roots. How dare you?
Now they're all doing.
Remember when you
Yeah,
grew
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting new gel and.
Facts. I don't want to go through
You
Halsden.
weren't washing for 4 days, turning
Yeah.
your boxes inside out.
And now you're trying to do this to me.
Yeah.
Some fake grow up of you, man.
But then also, on the other hand, I am thinking if Nottingham Forest do go down, I would like Morgan Gibbs-White.
Oh.
So you're just
You see what I'm
thinking
saying? Yeah. You have to think about it.
Bring him to
because
the
I
Emirates.
want Murillo, man.
Murillo's good. I like
Murillo's
Murillo.
nice as well.
He's
Yeah,
good.
man,
I
he's
think he'll be
quality.
very good for you guys.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. You just
I
need
can
him.
see him Van de Ven Romero.
If I'm talking about if you're in Europe and whatnot.
Do you know? Oh, I think United should go for Elanga, man. I think he'll be good there. I don't know if I think he'll be quality, man.
Chelsea
Funny
Hudson
enough,
Odoi.
actually.
Yeah, Chelsea Hudson Odoi.
Yeah, Murillo would be good for United. Morgan
Newcastle,
Gibbs-White would
Chris
be
Wood.
elite. for
Yeah,
United.
it will work.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's not give Ineos any ideas.
Yeah.
Let's not. I need them in the mud for as long as possible. Man.
Oh, Man United.
Yeah, I need it to get to a point where people start saying, "Yo, this is not good for football." You know those ones, like, this is not good for football. Like, we need them to come back.
I remember you having that conversation
Yeah.
about AC Milan.
Yeah, this is not good for football.
AC Milan have fallen off so far.
They do it for Barcelona. Yo, this is not good
yeah,
for football.
football.
I want United to get to that point
Yeah,
where they
nah,
are
I hear
struggling
you,
so
man.
bad.
10 years, you haven't had enough, no?
Yeah, no, I need more.
You need more.
bro. School,
Greed.
school.
I know, school.
School. Oh my god, school.
Penalty miss? No.
Man United being an Arsenal fan in
Yeah,
school.
facts.
8-2. I was on holiday.
Oh my god.
I was on holiday. People were messaging me on BBM. 8-2.
Damn, did you change your stats?
Black screen.
No one contact.
Yeah, I would
unless
8 to
someone-
beat you.
yeah.
I would 8 to beat Van Persie leaving.
Oh, we had that bad.
We had it tough, man. We had it
Crazy.
tough.
And then,
Champions
you have to,
League
and then you have
games.
to give him a guard of honor.
Oh, please, man.
Yeah, man. I see.
No,
it.
no amount of therapy will fix that.
never lasts.
I can't believe it.
Tough people do.
How's that bad?
We went
These
through-
guys are winning Champions Leagues. We're kind of bums anyway, to be fair. You getting top? No.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Don't try and bring us into.
Yeah,
us
you're-
to
yeah,
play
yeah.
your
When-
favourite.
when-
You're Gareth Bell.
Yeah,
Remember that run? Remember that run?
Great run.
Remember the hat trick? Remember the hat trick?
Some people talk about trophies. What a run.
What a run.
What a run.
Put the pressure on. Put the pressure on.
They celebrated the Real Madrid Champions League like it was theirs.
No, sorry.
Hey.
we spent a
How
lot of
many
time
DVDs have you guys released?
Audi Cup winners!
Man City have won 8 of their
We
last
got a
9.
game this week.
Yeah, this is a big rivalry now.
I'm getting warmed up.
Setting the tone.
Man City have won 8 of their last 9 Premier League away games. Drawn 1. Have now won more games on their travels this season in the competition than they managed in the whole of last season. Yeah, so let's go on to the next game. We obviously kind of have an idea of the title race, relegation race. It's all coming to fruition. What will happen on the last couple of games? Let's go to the next game. Let's go to Old Trafford. United, Burnley.
Comedic.
I actually watched 90 minutes of this. Did I
What a
actually
comedic club.
love watching United.
What? You know, I was watching it while eating Nando's and I was just smiling.
Amazing.
Saka sauce?
No, I'm not a big fan of it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his sauce.
Wow.
Yeah, not a big fan. No.
Damn. Said Saka don't have sauce. Remember that clip?
Yeah.
Didn't say exactly that sauce. He's not a fan of his sauce. But yeah, nah, hilarious. What a funny team.
I love that team, you know.
What a funny team.
They're actually a great team, but you know,
They're actually comedians.
Manchester United have only lost 1 of their last 17 Premier League away games against Burnley. However, they have now failed to win 5 of their past 7 at home against Burnley.
Nice.
It's crazy. After starting 2024 with 5 defeats in their first 7 Premier League games, Burnley have only lost 1 of their past 8 matches in the competition.
Oh.
We drew them as well. Yeah.
Now they're picking up some crucial points. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're in that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go.
The change from
Man-
Trafford to Muric. That's
yeah.
right.
Before we start with United and how horrible they've been.
Trafford.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What about
Bring
Burnley?
to Old Trafford.
Burnley this season, obviously, we talk about the relegation race. but-
Burnley. What about them?
Are you saying could you see them staying up? I know we spoke about it in the previous.
Bro,
segment,
now it's that time of the year.
You don't know
when
who it is.
anything can
Do
happen.
you remember Wigan and Fleck used to do it all the time?
Yeah.
Sean Maloney.
Beating Arsenal.
And Zogbia.
Who did they have? They had the Austrian centre back. I think his name was Shah or whatever his name was. Not Fabian Shah. They had an Austrian centre back. I remember who was
Shana.
And
Sean
Shana.
Boyce.
There you go. Paul Shana,
Okay,
Sean Maloney, and Zogbia.
Yeah.
Who's the goalkeeper?
Taylor.
Al Habsi.
No, Al Habsi was before that, I think.
Oh.
In the crunch time.
Zach. What's his name? What's
Zach?
his name?
I can't remember that keeper.
Zach?
I just remember the weird Hugo Rodallega. I remember those kind of players.
No,
They had so many weird players, man.
There's someone anyway.
Sean
Well, that
Maloney,
Wigan
like,
team was
Omar
special.
Habsi.
Zaki. No,
I just said
Al Habsi. No, Zaki was a striker, Tottenham striker, no? Amir Zaki.
Yeah.
No, he played
I
for
mean,
Wigan.
Zaki was the Wigan striker.
Yeah.
Wigan?
he
Okay,
was,
so
yeah,
okay, so I was cooking something. Okay,
I forgot about him.
yeah, I couldn't remember his name.
But like, yeah, you're right. To be fair, anything can eat. But
Didn't they have Figueroa as well?
Yeah.
he scored that crazy goal.
The
Remember
half
the
time.
free kick?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nuts free kick.
Any like the
Ben Watson.
like a president.
Ben
or something
Watson.
like Honduras.
He scored the winner in the FA Cup
Yes,
final.
Ben
yeah,
Watson,
FA Cup
yeah.
City,
This
yeah.
may sound crazy.
Yeah.
Mano Figueroa, when I saw Pervin Estupinias for the first time,
Yeah.
I thought he was Mano Figueroa.
You thought he just reappeared.
Like, my brain didn't compute. And then I went, nah, this is the new
Yeah,
plate.
this is the new plate.
This is the new plate.
This is the new Figueroa. Might be a son, you know.
So, do you guys understand the storm that's being ridden right now in Manchester? Do you
No,
understand?
Liban's knees.
Well,
his
they all-
calves,
yeah.
his
Oh,
hamstrings, his quads, his glutes, his lower back,
What about Abs?
his neck.
Oh,
comes from-
they're all, bro.
all in
Abs is
pain.
like the neutral. Liz is like, I'm so far.
I don't know if Abs is
past.
neutral, you know.
I don't think so.
There was a point where I was like, Abs is the middleman,
Yeah.
and then Lias is far right,
right.
and then Liban's far
far
left.
left.
I'm more
Political.
Abs
genuinely.
is closer to Liban than he is Lias.
You think so?
Yeah, like Liban is more of a let's give Ten Hag like.
Another season.
So
Not
who do we
another
vote
season.
for in the election? Who
vote for Liz.
do you agree with?
Who do I agree with?
Who do you vote for? Yeah.
I want Ten Hag to stay there as long as possible.
Okay, so Liban.
I want
I'm
Casemiro.
on a hate team.
Yeah, I want Casemiro to start next season. I want Varane there next season. I want them no money spent in the summer. I want them to look for the free buys. I want them to re-get another
Igalo.
Ericsson.
Igalo.
I want
Weghorst.
Igalo.
Yeah.
I want people like Troy Deeney to say I want to work on the staff. I want that kind of stuff. Like, I want all hell.
glasses.
I want all hell. Casemiro centre back arc. I want all that.
Maguire. That's a great
I want all
centre-back
that.
partnership.
I want all that. I
Bring
want
him
Lissandro
back. Oh my
Martinez
God,
again to
quality
just come
centre-back.
back.
Yes.
Just out of the blue, man. I need all that.
Luke Shaw.
Malacia, everyone's saying he's like a witness protection.
Nah, they dropped the video of him last week.
Yeah, they had to. I think the police
Apparently
dropped that.
There's no dates in the video.
Yeah. The police dropped that.
They're saying drop a video with a newspaper shirt.
Yeah. And he's like newspaper or his phone, just doing this.
Dates,
Yeah,
clocks,
yeah.
any
Yeah.
something. We need something.
Yeah. But that's was like, you at SDS, man. No,
Yeah, I was disappeared for a while.
Didn't know where he was.
Witness protection. People thought I went to Turkey.
I told man he was getting close to my sofa score. I said, no.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I hear it. He overtook me as
Big
well.
boss,
We
big
got to
boss.
protect the title. Yeah, I hear it.
But back to the United game. Obviously, Onana got penalised for punching the player.
He's had a few of those. He's had a few of those this season.
The Wolves' first game, he didn't get penalised for that one, but
Right.
this time he finally
Yeah.
got penalised for punching the player. Yeah, I think he's gonna
Can't
stop.
get away with
Stop,
that.
he-
Yeah.
stop doing that, man.
But he's not that good. He's not a presence in the box.
Yeah.
He's not a presence in the box. I feel like
very
like they signed him too early. Ten Hag. I feel like he signed him too early. I think you know when you get that goalkeeper, he's one of the later phases.
Oh, you're saying
rather
Bravo.
than the beginning
You said
one.
the Bravo before the Edison.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like they should have got someone who's okay with their
Sort the
feet,
defence
but a
out
better
and then-
goalkeeper. You
And
know
the
what I mean?
DM that can play.
I'm not saying Onana's a bad goalkeeper. He's had a decent season,
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
terms
yeah.
of saving and everything, but he has that no presence
Brain
in the box.
farting him as well.
Yeah, quite a bit of brain farts. Like those kind of little moments he has. But I feel like they should have fixed the defense.
I still don't get why. I was saying earlier, I don't get why they don't play Diallo at right wing. I know Anthony got the goal in the end.
Very
but
weird, very
bro.
weird.
Diallo is such a. I think he's so talented.
But it's like when a manager signs the one player
Yeah,
that
they
they
hang
really
their hat
have
on
to.
him. They have to,
Havertz,
yeah.
He's hanging his hat on.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
If
90
Anthony
million.
flops, it's all on
90
him.
mil. And I seen that list of the top 10 the highest paid signed players in the Premier League.
Yeah.
A lot of them are flops, you know.
Of course, yeah.
Like
yeah.
a lot, majority of them. I think like
the sweet
70%
spot
of
is
them.
35 to 45 million.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
signings in there.
Yeah, with this United game, obviously they are now still in sixth. Actually, 34 games. They are 6 points behind Tottenham, but let's be fair, they're not really in that race at all.
Was it
They
Bruno,
just
Bruno first player to create 100 chances in the Premier League? Something like that?
I think Odegaard has more chances created this season, though, doesn't he? I think he's second in Big Five leagues and then Florian Wirtz was in there as well. So
Yeah.
he was great against Coventry, and he's been
Bruno's been very good
He's
for
been
them.
putting up trees for them.
Even this game against Burnley just doesn't have people that can finish. Garnacho was doing really well.
And I ain't even a Bruno fan, but he's
Yeah, me,
he's been
same, same.
trying. He's been
I'm not a big
product.
Bruno fan, but
Name those teams you lot just said.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
You can only play who you face.
Yeah.
I like Bruno as well.
No, you
but
don't,
I'm
man.
just saying, like,
No, you don't.
Why your eyebrows twitching?
Yeah.
guys,
Let's
come
simmer down.
on.
Let's simmer down.
Let's simmer down.
Simmer down now, y'all.
Come
What do
on.
you say? What do you say? It's better
Zeki
for-
Mdouni and them, man. Come on, blood. Come on, man.
Look at that. Man United, what do you think of this season? Do you think they should drop out of Europe entirely, or do you think it's like the Europa League and Conference League, they still kind of need
I don't think
that?
they'll get Europa League.
Yeah, what is it? It's fifth, isn't it?
I think
It's
by,
sixth,
by,
fifth and sixth, but I don't think they'll get it.
by default, they're going to somehow get it. I think the
got tough
question
games,
is
though.
more for you lot.
Oh no,
Do you lot want to pull your fingers out? and
we
get
don't have the
Europe, or do
capacity.
you lot-
No, we won't do
I
that.
think you
That's
could,
what I'm
man.
I know we could always.
Nah,
could.
you're trying to have them play for something on Thursday. No. They don't.
Listen.
They want to stop you. That's what they. That's
Bro,
what they're playing for.
we could have been. The lower down the league you get, the more inconsistencies are
Yeah,
with the team.
Newcastle,
No
Brighton,
form,
West Ham.
no runs. So if you just put together 2-3 games, you're up the league.
Yeah.
But The reason why you're down there is because you can't do that in the first place. So it's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So
You're close
it's
to
never
Crazy
a cycle.
Yeah, if you had beaten the Burnley, Sheffield United, which
Yes.
you're close to,
But
then
what-
you would have been up.
We
up there.
can see United, but I can also see Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And they're right next to us.
Yeah,
So
they are right next to you.
Yes.
You are right.
Money can believe it.
Literally on the same point.
Yes.
Same point. Fair enough.
mad.
Well, this has been a crazy.
Look at
season.
Brighton. Look at where Brighton are in the league. Like
They are
were
horrible this
bro,
season.
they have fallen.
They are horrible.
Yeah,
It's
it's
3-0
crazy.
today to Bournemouth
Where are
as
they?
well.
Yeah.
They are 12th.
And they lost 3-0 today to
They
Bournemouth.
could finish
which is
14th or
crazy.
13th if they
Yeah.
don't stop.
It's not been
I
deserved.
think Deserby's last season anyway.
The Zerbi hype.
Yeah, literally. Everyone loved the. Oh, he boxes. He play in boxes like this, and then he move like
When
this.
I bring my centre backs.
Yeah.
And I look like Faisal.
Yeah. Pep Guardiola said I'm the best.
Stop
I'm going the best. Hilarious. Don't work,
I
man.
buy my new hairline.
I was always saying he should go to Napoli, but it looks like Napoli are getting Conte.
Conte?
Yeah, it looks like they're
Oh,
getting
yeah,
Conte.
yeah,
really?
Right,
Yeah,
That's
apparently it's
strange.
very close. No, I'm not surprised
I
again.
like that
That's a
one.
very good signing for them.
Because he's done Juve, he's done Inter. What's
But
the
I didn't think
Yeah.
Napoli would go down that style. I thought they would go for a De Zerbi and play the.
That's
the-
what I thought they
went
would,
down-
'cause-
They went down Walter Mazzara
Yeah.
after
Spalletti, yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't
And
pick more bowlers
and
if you
Deserby's
tried.
been twerking for Napoli. He said that's literally the only club I
I really
managed.
thought you'd
yeah.
go-
He
yeah,
said them
wow.
and AC, I think,
Yeah.
were the
No,
only.
wasn't it if he only goes to Italy, he's only going to Italy?
No, I think it was Napoli and AC Milan he
Yeah.
wants to
Right.
manage.
Oh.
AC
Yeah.
is available now.
AC's available now, so you never know.
But
I feel like
they're,
he could
they're
get.
trying to get Lopetegui.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
I
I've
think
heard
I think it's almost done.
Thiago Motta's gone Juve, isn't he? He's gone Juve.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Xavi's
gonna,
staying at Barca.
he's
I
gonna
thought De
gradually
Zerbi
step
maybe
up.
could have sneaked into maybe Barca as well. I feel like
Yeah.
character-wise he could have.
yeah,
kept it.
I thought no, I generally thought Deserby would have ended up at Napoli, but
Is that
No,
what-
Conte go
stay
Napoli.
where you belong, brother.
Yeah.
At
Oi,
Brighton.
oi,
Conte
oi.
go
This is
Napoli.
your
Grind.
level.
Damn.
Grind.
Yeah, no.
Earn your stripes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You'll see now Napoli next year challenge for that title.
I love it.
Three at the back.
I love it.
And I think
Osman and another like black striker up front. Kavicha on the left. No,
Why
but
is it
Osman
black? Why is it black?
because you know Italians they love a black striker, man. They love a black striker, man.
Conte
go to
as
Inter
well.
Milan, go to
Lukaku,
AC Milan,
Abraham.
go to all, they love a black
Love
striker, man. Roma, they all got a
Yeah,
big
fair.
black striker up front. They love it.
But with United, do you think Ten Hag? Do you think United are looking at this manager market this summer? Is like, look, everyone's moving anywhere. I don't know who we could get.
There's
to
no
replace
one. There's
Ten
no
Hag.
one for
What are
them.
you talking about? Tuchel's right there.
Tuchel's there.
That's
Is
the,
he right there?
that's the most obvious.
Yeah.
Is he right
Hansi
there?
Flick's still there.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Tuchel is the most obvious appointment.
But is he right there? Be honest.
Yeah, because I think he would take.
He wants
the
to come
job
to
as well.
England, yeah.
He would love
Yeah.
to come back to England.
Yeah.
I think United would look at that caliber of manager. I think the fact that he could do things in the cup as well
Yeah.
as maybe rebuilding for the league, and I think he's someone who has enough experience where they trust him long term with the project. So I think it's actually a perfect.
I feel
move.
like he's becoming a bit of a cancer in clubs. You know,
nah.
I feel like the way he's left quite like Dortmund, Chelsea.
If you actually look at it, every
Why?
single one,
It's the
he
ball
has,
that's
Like,
losing
it's
them.
weird.
he
There's-
has almost been done wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every single
but it's
time.
weird. But
Yeah.
then I look at it sometimes like, is it because of how he is? Why
No,
they do
because
it?
like
No.
the
'Cause
PSG was
Chelsea, they've gone
Leonardo.
straight-
I
Sorry, not
swear
Dortmund.
to
I meant
you.
PSG, not
Chelsea
Dortmund.
was the ownership. They're moving mad anyway. So they
Even
Like,
Dortmund,
even now-
Dortmund
even now-
was a weird one, bro. I'm telling you, Dortmund was something to do with the board as well.
Yeah. No, I meant PSG.
He
He
wanted,
wasn't-
he
I meant
wanted a
PSG.
certain number of signings or something like that to help improve and compete back with Bayern, and they weren't giving him
Because
that.
the Bayern one
basically.
now is weird. You got the president openly saying
You can't develop young
Yeah,
players.
you
Yeah,
can't develop.
yeah.
Look at Musiala, and he's
he's
saying,
like,
"I
this
need
is
new
an insult
players,"
to me.
and then he's like, "This, this insult to my manager."
Yeah.
Stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very weird, like
Yeah.
how they openly.
I do think
how, like,
he
it's
definitely
weird.
is a prickish character.
That's
if you like.
what. Yeah, do you know
I
what
do
mean?
think
I
there
feel
is
like
a
he
bit
can
of that.
easily rub people the wrong way.
Yeah,
like
And
especially
once,
owners.
Once you kind of butt heads with him, he doesn't strike me as it's
Yeah.
easy to
But
smooth
is that
it
what
over.
United need? A Tuchel kind of character to come into that
Bro,
dressing room?
Ineos don't care, and Ineos are a brand new board, and I'm sure if they were to get him as their guy, they would cater to him, especially for like
So
the
what do
first.
you need?
Bro, look how they've catered to Ten Hag. And This
Yeah.
man's single-handedly tearing the club down, basically. Do you know what I mean? So
One man wrecking ball.
so I'm like, if Tuchel, who's someone who is actually, for me, I think kind of been done dirty, he kind of needs to have that one club that's just willing to say, bro, you're a good manager.
Yeah.
Here's the keys. And I feel like at Chelsea, he should have got that.
Yeah.
New ownership came in and said, you're not our guy. You can win that shit for Roman.
Yeah.
It weren't for us. They're now regretting it. And I'm sure, as he just said, they would take him back in a heartbeat, I think, in the summer. But United, I think that's a perfect match made. Even like when I look at magnitude of managers, there's not many out there now that,
that can
could
handle that
step
pressure.
in. Yeah, he can actually
You
handle
mentioned
that
as well
pressure.
they might do Van Gaal where if he wins the FA Cup by some miracle, by some force.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See you later.
Has to be.
Yeah,
You
has to
can't
be,
watch
yeah.
the 38 game season, watch how Man United have played, where I can't pick out 5 good performances and they're getting battered in matches and still just clawing their way to winners and say, I'm going to keep you based off of
But
FA
you
Cup.
know, Man United in 2005,
I love how he takes no accountability. It's hilarious.
No accountability.
Zero.
None.
He doesn't take anything. No. Oh,
I
we
love
played
this
good
guy
today.
as well, man. But
They just took chances.
He's just at that delusional point
Yeah.
where he's just talking in riddles and just
Yeah.
But I hear it because
But it
you
looks
get the
like-
same flipping questions every single time. Like, just piss off already, man.
No,
I don't wanna
but
hear,
no,
man.
Send the
there's-
assistant
there's-
if you don't want to
there's-
speak.
Yeah,
Send the
like,
assistant.
F1 manager, man. Send my assistant.
Send my
man.
assistant if you don't
Go
want to
chat
talk.
him.
Send the captain.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? Why don't we see that anymore?
It's
Back
true,
in
we
the
don't
day,
see
we
it.
used to see the number twos
Assistants. Yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah, facts.
You'd see the
Have a little cheeky interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rui Faria. Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yes, you know,
yeah.
and I'd
Carlos
be like,
Queiroz, right?
yeah. Well, to be fair, United, Fergie, remember, didn't want to chat to BBC them days. So
Yeah,
Queiroz
exactly.
always used to
And to
come
be
out.
honest, a lot of them say Carlos Queiroz was the number
Did-
one man.
did
for
Wenger
Bayern.
not
He
used
used
to-
to do everything.
He was
Did
the real tactician.
Yeah.
Did Wenger used to send Steve Bold?
No,
Pat
Pat
Rice.
Rice.
No.
Pat
I saw him
Rice.
once,
Pat Rice.
actually.
Pat
Pat
Rice.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think
don't-
Steve Ball done one. I think so. I'm not wrong. Maybe
don't
when
remember.
Wenger was suspended, like you know,
Okay.
so yeah, that's probably was.
But no, it looks like United want to go down the British route of managers. Like all the rumors of Gareth Southgate and
Graham
Potter.
Graham Potter's. Why are you saying ill? We
Brother,
need that.
ew.
I would love
What's
Gareth Southgate
that?
going there.
Brother, ew.
No,
No,
brother,
the
brother,
Southgate.
please, brother, please, brother, please.
Southgate, after he ruins this country in the summer, should be abolished to Gibraltar. And
The Isle of Wight.
bro, go look after some Macau monkeys or something.
Yeah.
You cannot manage a squad no more, bro. Please, we do not need to see that brother in the Premier League. No mas.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it.
I wanna
At
see
Chelsea.
it. No, what? Hey, relax
Hey.
yourself. Relax
I
yourself.
like that.
Man United.
I
do you
like
know
that.
Man United?
We like chaos.
You
I
do.
want to see more
I love
chaos.
carnage.
Exactly.
I love chaos.
I want to see
Confusion.
all come crashing down.
Bring it.
That's what I want
Bring
to see,
it to
man.
me.
I want to see Cams have more and more, like, you know, just.
How are you
break
going to
it
get the
down.
best out of
You know what?
Maguire?
Yeah.
Mount.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Southgate. Come on.
You're not thinking about FCM content, right?
England.
Surviving a 8th season at United. Oh my days. A 9th manager or whatever.
He needs to be checked into, man.
Who gave
Honestly.
Kobe Mino his England debut? Okay then.
You lot are despicable humans, man. Hey,
He's spitting there, though. He's spitting.
you
I'm
lot
like,
are
did I say something
nasty
wrong?
here. You lot are nasty here, man.
Did I start?
I'm trying to restore United into the...
Come on, man.
Reviving Rashford. Let's go.
Hey, Rashford, bring him to the car, man.
No, God forbid if Rashford ever comes on.
What?
God
Can't
forbid.
lie.
I'll
I
tell
can't
you
lie.
what, trans-
I can't lie.
You think I want a
can't lie.
guy
I
who's
can't
on
lie.
like 500 grand a week, with
can't
the
lie.
craziest
I can't
ego
lie.
to come to the
I
Emirates?
can't lie. I can't lie. We were saying
Factor.
Tuchel match made in heaven for United. I actually think Rashford to Arsenal.
I agree.
Do you know why?
We did the X Factor game changer.
Everything they're looking for in Martinelli times 10.
True. It's facts.
That
Times
X
10.
factor
Times
you're
10.
looking for.
You just said times 10. Rashford, the guy who does not run. He thinks
Is
he's too
Rashford a
good to
game
run.
changer? Is it an X Factor?
Not anymore.
Listen,
The guy's on 300 bags a
have you-
week.
let-
Why do you keep talking about his wife while you're watching?
Because we don't have anyone like that.
bro,
Havertz.
bro, bro,
No. Let me
No,
ask you.
I want
No,
that.
no,
If I saw that,
Hasib,
no,
him and Saka,
Hasib,
imagine
be
doing it
honest.
together.
Let me ask you.
No, no.
What
I would love to see that in
What
Emirates.
would he have said about Havertz just 12 months ago?
Oh,
At
he
Chelsea.
said, get him out of my club. He didn't
out
kick a ball yet for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Get him out of my club.
And
Don't know
what-
why I to sign him. It's the worst signing in
And
the
what
Arsenal
would
era.
he have said about Zinchenko 12 months before he was at Man City?
Oh, he said, listen.
That midfielder masquerading as a left back.
What about what I said
now?
12 months ago,
What has
Zinchenko, just 12 months
Arteta
ago.
done since then?
Zinchenko's a bum now. He's talking about I want to fight in the war. Go fight in the war.
Listen,
I'm asking
he
you
has transformed Kai Havertz to make it so much that you start tweeting Hive Havertz, we back up.
Jorginho. What has Arteta
Everyone
done
said
over
he
there?
Can't chill about Jorginho. He was
Let's
always
not do that. He won a European
He
Cup.
was finished.
He won a
top
European
3
Cup.
Ballon d'Or. Top 3 Ballon d'Or.
Oh,
That was
no,
a
say
third
it's
in Ballon d'Or.
finished.
Don't do that.
Jorginho in your
Third in
tweets.
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Third in Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Over in this
listen,
side.
listen.
But look what he's in now.
I'm just saying.
Kante.
No,
If
I would
anybody can
love to
fix
see. No,
Rashford.
I would love to see this at the Emirates. Corner flag.
So you do want to see it?
Clocking. I would love to see that one.
Saka, little Browen.
Love to see that one. I'd love to see this one. Yeah.
Sick then.
We got Hernandez after.
Sick man. I hate your Saka
No,
disrespect,
Saka's trying to.
No. Saka's the big bro. Saka's the big dog.
Saka's actually done
You
too
know what?
much.
If Rashford never comes to the Emirates, Saka's taking around the stadium. He's like, this is where the man them chill. You might be allowed to come in.
Cannot do
That's what
that.
he's telling him.
How did you just little bro Saka?
Nah, you
like
can't little bro
that?
Saka.
Like he hasn't
Can't little bro
achieved
Saka.
shit.
Rashford's older now.
It doesn't matter.
Come on, man. I'm big bro.
You think I want a guy that doesn't run?
That was
come
so
to my club.
rude.
But Arteta will make him run.
That's what I'm
Nah.
saying. The system will make him.
I'll be
run.
happy to see this one. I don't mind seeing this one.
You're
I
curious?
don't mind seeing all these nice celebrations. I like the celebrations, but brothers, don't bring these players to my club. I don't want a guy who was at Coventry a year and a half ago coming to the Emirates for 100 mil. I don't want to see that.
Can we interested in you and Jadon Sancho to replace Smith Rowe?
Jadon Sancho, what? He don't even have a
Left half
celebration.
space.
No. That guy, go back to South London. Enjoy your 300
From
bags.
Kennington
a
where
week.
it started.
Sancho needs to replace.
I said
Olise
Kennington
at
where it
back.
started.
Yeah, man. he's
Kennington
going
where
back
it ended.
Kennington where it ended, man. That's who he needs to go back to.
He just said that Sancho needs to replace Elise as Crystal. I think that's disrespectful.
Wow.
I think that's disrespectful.
What are we doing?
You're cooking.
Egos aside.
You're cooking. Him and Hudson are
Is
doing
that
at
not a
Palace
brilliant
next
move?
season.
Thank you
You're
very
cooking.
much.
You're
He's in the
cooking.
semi-final of
South
the Champions
London.
League.
Let Eze and Olise
Give them
move
some
on
time.
this summer.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
comes back.
Hudson
Hudson
Odoi,
Yeah.
come.
Yep.
Jadon Sancho, come.
Yeah.
Rebuild FC.
No, you're sick. You're sick.
South London,
You-
back
no.
home.
You think that Glasgow guy's not getting already all these black players and bringing all these German brothers in? Come on, man. He's definitely doing that. Yeah. Fulkrug's coming in. Halstenberg is coming in. They're all coming in, bro. Conrad Lima, he's coming in. Goretzka, you need a club? Come here. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be cash money for them out there.
I hear it. But listen, that is United, the segment. It was 1-1. United fans, let us know what you think of the comments below of your team situation. What team are you riding on? Liban, Abs, or Liaz? Let us know in the comments below. Let's go to the final couple games. Newcastle battered Sheffield United 5-1.
Jeez.
Sent them right back to the championship.
They did
where
that
were.
away.
They did it
remember?
away, I remember.
No, their face.
They won
off.
like 7.
9-1 them.
9-1 was it?
Yeah,
Newcastle have scored 13 Premier League goals against Sheffield United this season, which is the most one team has scored against another team in a single campaign. In the
Yeah, you see,
competition
they
history.
annihilated.
Just
them.
Suarez
31
Norwich.
on
That's mad,
aggregate.
including the Southampton season.
Yeah.
Remember, did they lose 9-0
They lost
to
9-1 to Southampton, Leicester. Yeah.
Leicester? Yeah.
I think they
That's
must
mad.
have drawn or
Leicester
something.
didn't just. But yeah, no, they're good. Everyone knew it was going to happen.
Where do they rank in terms of worst Premier League teams of all time?
Top 3.
Not with Derby County. Derby County is special.
Derby
Yeah,
County's
that
worst
was
of
the
worst.
worst,
the
Yeah,
worst.
the worst
They
of
have
worst.
their
Robbie
own.
Savage.
I'd say that. Yeah,
There was
bottom
a
3.
Sunderland team I remember that was just as woeful.
I think they're
I think that
bottom
was the season
3.
when they went down, right? That
Yeah.
one.
Not the Ned Manure, yeah.
Nah.
Nah?
There was a few years before that.
Who was
Where
in
they
charge?
came
Do you know? Was like McLeish or something.
I think so.
Norwich has had a couple of bad ones.
Yeah. they've had
Huddersfield has had a bad
But
one.
Norwich always start off hot, then they just went
Huddersfield
no.
was a smelly one.
Huddersfield, like I was like, why are you even here?
I honestly don't
Huddersfield
even
has
have
no
any
memory. It has no Premier League.
What was
aura.
Jurgen Klopp's fake little brother?
Wagner. He's managing right now. Who's he managing right now? I think he's managing one of the top championship teams.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know that.
I think so. I need to
I
check.
remember he took over
When you said
Schalke
Wagner, I
for a
thought
bit.
you meant the man of X Factor.
Nah, not him. No.
Oh snap! Yeah, because I remember Wagner took over Schalke, and I think he almost got them
And,
relegated.
Norwich.
Really?
Yeah, he's Norwich manager.
Okay.
Yeah, he's flying with them.
Damn.
What happened to Daniel Lord Farquhar?
That was Tuchel's friend.
Yeah,
Norwich.
Norwich,
There to kill him.
Norwich are in the promotion in the thing.
Let me see what Daniel
Playoffs.
Fark
Yeah.
is.
Little fuckwad.
Daniel Fark is
I like that.
he's out here.
Is he not in championship?
Oh no, he's Leeds manager.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's Leeds
yeah, I
manager.
knew
Yeah,
I've seen him somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, Leeds are doing well.
Yeah,
Some
Leeds
of
are
it.
doing well.
That man
Yeah.
just passing
Somerville, not bad.
passing the zoot around in that league.
Yeah. Literally,
Anyone
yeah.
can have some of this, man.
It's not running out. It's not running out.
But
as well.
Sheffield United, are they gonna be a yo-yo team or nah? They're staying right.
No. Sheffield United
done.
need to go and not come back
For a long time.
for a while. Like,
They've got no Premier
bring
League
Sheffield
aura.
Wednesday,
the thing
man.
is,
Bring Sheffield Wednesday.
they showed us the best of themselves the last time they came up.
Yeah.
They came up, did the rally,
Wilder.
the little back five converting into the back three.
Centre-backs overlapping,
the
underlapping.
Longstrongs
Yeah.
underlapping.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Chris Wilder, real men. Yeah.
Bosh.
Exactly what I was gonna do.
You two were in sync there. I respect it. You two were in sync. Yeah, you two were in sync. I respect it.
But it's like, what else are you going to show us? And I feel like these three teams that
Heart,
came up, like
grit.
with Luton and Burnley, at least they learnt stuff. Week on week, you was like, you know what? You're getting better.
Yeah.
I see you trying to
Progression.
put up the good
Their
fight.
their home stadium
Yeah.
fortress.
Yeah.
Tough place to go to.
Memories.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United was just, come and get your
Glass.
GD up.
Yeah,
that's
so
what it
choo
is.
choo.
Yeah. It's just nasty. It's just nasty.
Home and away.
The best thing to come out of Sheffield United was Gustavo Hammer this season, man.
Hamer's done well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brereton this.
bro, I'll be
Yeah,
real with you.
Hammer's-
I've done so many pods this year where people have said that. I don't know who this Harmer you is, bro.
Just random.
Hammer.
I see him starting every week.
Do you
I
not see the
saw
Hammer?
one banger at the start of the season.
It's Hammer
What
time.
are you not seeing? What are you not seeing?
I said it's summertime. Sitting ninth in the table, bro.
Where's he from, by the way?
Mercedes
He's
burnt out
Netherlands.
car, bro.
He's
See,
what?
he's from Netherlands.
No way.
Yeah.
Where's he?
Yeah.
What club is he playing for? Twente.
Nah, what do you mean? What did he used to play
Oh
for?
yeah.
Gustavo
before.
Hamer.
Let's see. He used to play for Coventry.
I'm looking forward to Ipswich
Before
coming
that,
back, though.
PEC
Zwolle.
Zwolle.
Zvole.
It's Zwolle.
Volley.
I'm looking forward to Ipswich coming back, though. Looks like they're going to come back.
Well, no, I'm looking at Championship table right
Do
now.
you wanna
It's
see the- do you
Leeds are
want to see the
second.
Davis?
Yeah.
Leeds are second with
Games in
90
hand.
points, and
Yeah.
Ipswich are third with 9
Wait,
points.
That's the
and they've got a
manager
game in hand.
United
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get.
They've got a game in hand.
Yeah. Have you seen their left back? Leaf Davis.
No. Check him
Davies
out.
replaced Davies.
Early stocks.
Proper player.
Yeah.
Early stocks.
Proper player.
How much you putting in there?
Wand of a left foot.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah.
How much?
That's gonna be like my championship player. I'll put stocks
Is that
in for.
is that the new Doughty
like
from Luton?
I like Doughty.
I like
Doughty.
comparison.
Yo,
That's
he
a
can
great
whip
one.
it, you know.
That's
Like
a-
that.
he should-
People
he should
talking
get
about,
Premier
you know,
League, yeah.
Doughty?
He should get Premier League.
There's always one man that comes
Yeah.
up and you're like, bro,
He should stay in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I got something about
Leaf Davis is the
It's
one
mad
this year.
though, but I remember the last international break. I think he should have got called up because there was no left backs.
Yeah.
Not even to play, just to be in the squad, just
Speed
to
there.
see what he's on.
Yeah.
In that environment.
Yeah, I hear
There's
that.
no left. There was no Shaw, no nothing. They had who did they play? Joe Gomez.
Joe
left back?
Gomez.
And they had
Yeah.
Chilwell
Chilwell's been
playing.
out, yeah.
Yeah, he just came back, I think, and played like the second game.
What
That's what
players
should
do you
be.
think from Sheffield United can stay in the Premier League?
No one.
None.
No one. No Gustavo. No Brereton. Diaz.
Berta Diaz, that
Cameron
fake Chilean.
Archer, go and get your 20+ championship season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of them youngsters.
Mason
all-
Holgate.
There was one other centre mid. Was it Callum Doyle?
Bogle, I think. They've got Bogle.
No, Bogle actually needs
Not
to
bad.
stay
He's
up
not
in the
bad.
Premier League.
Yeah.
I think you see him perfect for Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, to replace Klein.
Klein.
Yeah.
Bro, I should be a
Kleiny.
director of
He
football.
hasn't got a member yet.
What, Kleiny?
Oh, look, come on, man. Look at his skin color, man. Chris Palace ain't signing him.
He's light skin.
Jaden Bogle?
Yeah.
No, he's light skinned, man. He passes.
light-
He passes.
We'll get that. Yeah.
Passes
He's
the
got
Crystal
enough
Palace
black.
test.
He's got enough black in it.
Yeah.
But that's what Glasgow doesn't want, though.
No.
He's got enough white.
He better get
if
with the
he's got
program.
white, in him, he's got
He's in
enough
South
white.
I was
Norwood.
gonna say, yeah.
He better get with the program. South Norwood. The police station ain't far. Like, get with the program.
Glasgow needs to lie it, man.
Yeah, man.
But on the flip
Don't
side,
change that club.
Newcastle,
Culture.
obviously, Isak got 2 goals. Will Isak be staying at Newcastle next season?
If the
Yes.
FFP rumors are true, then I don't know. It'd be him or Bruno G that goes, right?
Bruno G 100 million ain't really.
I know, but the FFP rule, the FFP rumors.
Jump out the window for Bruno. I know teams will jump out.
I know
the
who will
window.
bring him. I know who will bring Bruno G to the carpet.
God forbid.
Who?
Another one I don't want.
Bruno G.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
What? So Partey leaves?
Yeah, Bruno
Oh,
G.
please, that
Declan
would-
Rice.
that would be
Partey-
a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Oh, that
It's
can't
Partey
happen.
leaving and Bruno G
That
replacing
can't
him.
happen. That can't happen.
That smells.
Bruno
so
G.
bad.
Bruno G. Declan
Please.
Rice.
That
Odegaard.
my type of
Bastard.
midfielder.
Oh, that smells so.
Bruno G.
Do you know how much distance?
I know.
Do you know how
That's
much
Fight
distance
Club.
we're covering? Do you know how much
that
distance
is
we're
so
covering in
bad.
that
How
round?
many jewels you're winning?
Oh,
Also, City are interested. Imagine him next to Rodri.
Bruno G.
Yeah.
okay.
Bruno G is a player that you put in a City team.
Yeah.
Not a
Arsenal
player that you put in an
Arsenal
Arsenal team.
No, come on, man.
You don't replace Partey with Bruno G.
I actually
Go look
think
for a
if
Partey
City-
You
replacement.
can't. There is no party replacement.
That's Baby Busquets.
What about the Zimbuino guy?
Zubimendi. We're talking about it today. Zibuino guy.
What did you say?
Zibuino. That sounds like a drink. That sounds like a new energy drink. I need a Zibuino.
Done a lot of content.
But I watched him a couple times this year, Champions League. You've said the same. I watched him with star player at home.
He's not.
He's cheeks, man.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
replace
not yet.
Partey though?
Too much hype.
Bro, just get someone, man. There's
Bruno G.
There's a random black brother somewhere in the world that can replace Partey, and we can.
You know about Youssef Fofana?
He's
Oh, I
good.
heard of
I like
that
Yusuf
too.
Fofana. Where's he at? Monaco, yes.
But I don't think Arteta's looking for those young up and coming players anymore. I
Yeah,
think
no,
he's looking
he's like 23, 24, bro.
for.
He's ready to hit
Is
prime.
he, but he's unproven, no?
Unproven hype. Get him. That's a French international, bro.
No, if you get the good scouting system on
That
them,
is-
you realise
fair,
what kind of
okay.
players these guys are.
Liga is probably the
Best
league
place to
where I
shop.
feel like,
Yeah.
one, in terms of talent, best place to shop, but then also the most physically
Yeah.
equal to the Premier League. Like, the
It's
players
very
that
close,
come from
yeah.
French league adapt pretty quickly, in my
Do you
opinion.
know who Arsenal should go for to because Fabio Vieira for me, like Smith Rowe, just move on. If you want to be serious next year, just
I think
move.
we'll move Smith Rowe.
Bro, Elise to cover for Odegaard and Saka.
Hey, this is your guy, you know.
Okay,
I
but
know
okay.
this is your guy.
Let me give you like
Set
a
pieces, anything.
I'll give
pens, anything,
I'll give you a
corners,
little
anything.
something right now. So you've got Elise.
Yeah,
In the summer, he's gonna have a lot of teams after him.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of big teams. Man
Yeah.
United's, Chelsea's, whatever. Then Arsenal come in and say, "Hey, we've got a contract for you.
yeah.
We want you to sit on the bench for Odegaard and Saka."
Mm.
What do? Do you go to Man United and be the new star boy, or do you go to Arsenal and sit on the bench?
Why would you tell
And
him that?
huh?
Don't tell him. Don't tell
But
him.
he will get told that.
No, don't tell him that.
He
You
will
don't
get
tell him
told
that.
that.
It's
No,
like
no,
to-
no.
You tell-
He
you
won't
tell
get
him-
told
you
by
tell
Arsenal
him-
that.
you tell
He won't
him-
get told by
you
Arsenal
tell
that.
him-
But the people around him will say, "Do you really think you
You
can start
tell
ahead
him
of
the
Saka?"
We're in four
the
comps.
sales pitch you give is you, Saka, and Odegaard.
Of
Yeah.
course, that's a sales pitch. But then
Saka is
but
then
then
towards the
listen,
end of the season.
But then you're smart. If he has a smart agent and smart friends and family, they say to him, I
What,
can't
go
see
to Man United? Is that smart?
No, not go to Man United. But I'm saying they're going to look at him and be like, do you really think you can start ahead of Saka?
He's got the quality. He can.
I know he's
From a
got
quality
the
standpoint,
I
he
know
can.
he's got the
If
quality.
you believe in
I know
yourself,
he's
you
got
can
the
go up
quality.
against Saka.
I know he's got
Yeah.
the quality, but I think it's the same with Real Madrid. No left wingers go in there because Vinny's there. I'm not comparing Saka and Vinny.
Yeah.
No left wingers go in there. Same with AC Milan.
Starting
No,
cemented.
no left wingers going to AC Milan.
If you're going to
Like,
prolong Saka,
especially-
got to start sharing the minutes
Yeah,
out.
100%. I agree.
but then all
And
these,
Elise is injury prone anyway, from this season anyway.
of course,
So-
but then that's another thing. Why do we want to?
all I'm saying is big
Injury
clubs, I'm not saying stockpile like crazy, but look at City. Like, they rotate that nicely.
I think
They
City's
got
the only team that do
in
that. though.
depth. Chelsea, when we were in our heyday, Essien, Ballack, Lampard.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who's starting. You're just coming here to win trophies.
Yeah.
And Elise, like, you're going to get game time.
He could be like Kalu. I'm a Luda.
No, don't disrespect. She said Kalu. No. Elise is better than that. Elise can play games. Like, he
Kalu,
could-
they respect Kalu, you know.
No, you respect Elise. I saw Kalu. Kalu was a certified bench man. He was not
But coming
he
off the
was-
bench, man.
Yeah, coming off the bench, he was alright. But no, Elise could pop, man, in that team.
But
He
anyway,
really
I
could.
think it's a lot of career suicide
I hear
for,
you, yeah,
for
I
like
hear
But
young players like
back
Elise
to the
come back.
Newcastle segment. Newcastle this season obviously are 7th right now. Eddie Howe, what are you saying? Do you think they're second with him in the summer?
Should do, yeah.
Yeah,
man.
they should.
Respect.
Yeah, he's had a lot
Respect
of
that, man.
injuries
A
this
lot
season.
of injuries, yeah.
Similar to Ten Hag
To
season,
get
they
where
should be
he's
swapped.
gotten right now, what,
So
they're
sit-
one
I
point
think they'll
behind
finish
United.
sixth.
Yeah, they're 1 point
I
behind
think you're right,
United.
you know. I think they're finishing that Europa League spot.
Like I said, if their FFP troubles are true, like the reason why they don't start Lewis Hall is they don't want to pay that release clause. And look how many injuries they've had, and they rarely play him. And apparently he has
It's gone
to play.
through though. Yeah,
It's gone through. He
yeah.
had to play a certain amount of games, and then they just said, "Yo, we just have to bite the bullet now."
That Tonali
Because
deal
he was very
nasty.
good.
Oh,
Lewis
yeah,
Hall was very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
When they signed him, I said, "Yeah, Dan Burn replacement, easy."
That was nasty work from
Very
AC
rarely
Milan, man.
played
AC Milan knew that ban was coming for
Yeah.
Tonali.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Same, but yeah, if the FFP rumors are if the FFP rumors are true, they have to get rid of one of the big boys.
It's
I can't lie to you. That might be the duddery of the season. That Tonali deal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is just-
But
Worst
the
signing
way
of
they
the
got rid of him so
Worst.
quick, AC Milan,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
knew.
They
got a few
rebuilt
boys.
their whole team
Yeah.
for that signing.
Yeah,
Pulisic in.
yeah.
Chukwueze
Loftus-Cheek.
in. Loftus-Cheek in. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nasty.
When is he back again? Like
Nasty rebuild,
October,
but yeah.
November or something?
I'm not even sure.
That is a nasty rebuild, though.
yo, that man basically went to Chelsea's bid and went,
No, but Pulisic's doing well for them. No.
oh, yes. Picking the fish
Yeah,
bones
and it's the bones.
empty can, like, yes.
But Loftus-Cheek and Pulisic's actually done all right for them.
Pulisic, yeah.
Yeah, of course, Loftus-Cheek. PMP in
Don't do that.
Italy is always there.
Loftus-Cheek's a good guy.
Nah, Pulisic
no, no.
lockdown. Oh, yeah, that was the guy.
That goal against
Loftus-Cheek
Man
Palace.
City. That goal against Man City.
Hey.
Loftus-Cheek at Palace. I'm telling you. Him and Zaha.
Overrated.
Shaquazi, I'll let that one slide.
Yeah,
that one,
Shaquazi,
I'll leave that one out. Leave that one
But
out.
listen, Isak has scored
One of
19
my
Premier
favourite
Leagues. Isak has scored 19 Premier League goals this season, the most by any Newcastle player in a single top flight campaign since Alan Shearer. 03-04. And Sheffield United have conceded 97 goals in the 35 Premier League games this season.
How many?
97.
97.
They're
With
gonna
only Swindon Town, 100 goals in 42 games in the
I was going to say, I don't
93-94
think I've ever
season.
seen a team concede triple figures in the Premier League.
Oh, they overtook Derby, did they?
Yeah.
But
They're
they've
3 away
conceded-
from Derby.
they've
They're 3
conceded
away
most.
from Swindon.
Swindon, who in the Premier League?
Yeah.
They're
top flight.
gonna have the most.
Oof, yeah, that's definitely happening.
Wow.
That's definitely happening.
Who's their last games against this season?
Another team's
Doesn't
touching
matter.
for 5. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That actually doesn't matter
They
who
got
it is.
Forest at home,
Yep.
Everton away, Tottenham at home. Alright, Tottenham, you need to do something, man.
Nah, we'll probably give him a 1-0.
Yeah, you'll respect them.
Yeah,
As in,
we'll
they're going to win
Angel's-
1-0. Oh, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Sign off on a good note.
Fair enough. But that is Newcastle and Sheffield United. Let's go to the next game. Bournemouth won 3-0 against Brighton. The Zerbi ball once again coming undone. Midweek, obviously, Faisal went on the midweek PL roundup. He said he hates the fact that De Zerbi has not been adaptable this season, hasn't tried to adjust his tactics. What do you guys think in terms of De Zerbi?
So why doesn't Faisal do something?
We didn't watch
I don't change my tactics, but I hate me. I need to buy new trousers.
Obviously, we didn't watch the game today because it's the same
Yeah,
time
same
Arsenal
time
game.
as North London Derby.
But going off of the games that I've watched, Arsenal, the City game, just stays the same. Literally.
He's had injuries, like
He's had a lot of
in
injuries,
Ciso, Solly March, Matoma.
generally, yeah.
Ivan Ferguson's not kicked on.
Yeah.
I saw quotes about him, like he needs to step up. Ivan Ferguson, remember that?
You know
all the hype?
Ivan.
The strike,
the one
yeah,
Stratford
yeah.
striker and
Yeah.
Brighton striker, Ivan Ferguson.
Oh, when they combine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed race, mixed race.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still did.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
It took so long to realize. Ivan Ferguson. He's like,
Ivan Ferguson.
Like I said, it's late.
That's a new one.
That might work. I might run with that. I might stumble upon something. Esteban was out for ages as well.
Yeah.
So they've had their struggles. They did not replace the midfield.
Keep changing the keepers as well. Every
Yeah,
other
the
game,
keepers
Luke
keep
Steele
changes.
and then
Yeah.
And Luke Steele, I liked him.
Lewis
as well.
Dunk dropped off this season. Webster
Yeah.
dropped off as well. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on there.
They got O'Mahony up top for this game.
Yeah, some random.
So it's been a struggle.
Another Irish guy.
My thing is that their build-up play is just so extreme. Like, bro,
like Man
sometimes
City level.
just I'm not even saying hoof it, just scoop it, poopity scoop it. Kanye West.
yeah.
You don't need to just.
Yeah.
And you know they're gonna get turned over. That's
Yeah.
100% gonna happen. Man City literally the other day, they just keep doing it. They just never learn a lesson. They did it at Anfield as well.
Yeah.
They're like a kid who just keeps getting detention, and they're just happy to go back. It's almost like
next
they've
time's gonna
made
be right.
friends in detention.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they just keep going back. Like, yo, see you guys next week.
Man, them link up. Link up.
Yeah, 100%. It's mad. Yeah.
So do you think De Zerbi should have been more adaptable this season?
a little bit?
100%.
100%. I'm not asking you to hoof ball, but do something different, man. Just a little.
Especially when you have injuries and you don't have your best squad available. I remember a few years ago when Liverpool had that injury crisis.
Yeah.
And Klopp was still playing at high line with Nat Phillips and them, man. They were getting cooked.
Yeah.
After about the sixth game, and I think Burnley and Villa turned him over. He went, you know what?
It's time.
Let me just drop the line. Let me adjust my tactics because this is what I have right
Brian
now.
have some experience. Did Lallana, Welbeck,
Milner.
Milner.
Bro, they got
even
OGs
like
there.
Webster and
Yeah.
Lewis Dunk. They're like Premier League vets.
Vets,
Like,
bro. Yeah, vets.
they've been here since the beginning. And they're still playing like this. It's a bit weird.
But on the flip side, Bournemouth are now up to 10th. How impressive has the season been for Areola?
Wow.
Obviously, Bournemouth last season was like,
Yeah.
Well, they
man,
started horribly for the first 9 games
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah. They
They
couldn't buy a
absolutely
win.
stunk it up, but
well,
honestly,
cooking Faisal.
oh yeah.
And now Faisal's good.
We was having a good old time, but that's because he was trying to cook O'Neal. But now, O'Neal, Iraola, both eat.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But I think the way he's managed the squad has been very good. I think the way he's improved a lot of the players individually as well. I think guys like Kirkes, summer signing,
Yeah,
has
Smith.
been quality.
He's put Otara left.
Otara, I mean,
even
last
like-
season he was a threat from the wings, but
Yeah, they lost.
about Enes
They
Unai?
lost Tavernier with injury, and he was like one of their key players.
yeah,
And it's Unai popping up with another goal. He's
What's his name?
Christie
Clivert's
this
doing
season.
well. Clivert's like
yeah.
Who'd you say?
Clivert, Max Christie.
Is it
this-
Ryan Christie?
Ryan Christie,
Ryan
sorry,
Christie,
yeah, Ryan Christie.
Clivert's like
Ivan,
revitalized.
Ivan
Yeah.
Ferguson all over again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but Senesi,
Yeah. Zabani.
Yeah,
You love, that's your favorite one, isn't it?
come on, man. Any FM1 the kid who does well in real life.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
What you got for Barco?
Barco? You know what? I ain't seen nothing really at
I ain't
Brighton.
seen nothing
That's
yet,
why
but-
I'm on the Zerbi's head. Certain man there like Evan
Valentin.
Ferguson, Barco.
Yeah.
Cuz, them man 5-star potential right there,
Yeah.
you know. Don't waste that.
Oh, Barco's joining in summer, isn't it?
Huh?
He joined in Jan, I think.
Did he join that? Oh, he's over this
very
season.
He started
I
the
think-
other
I think
day.
the
I think he's
deal-
starting at City.
Yeah, I think he joined in January.
Valentin
Right?
Barco.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong
Just
side,
joined.
sorry.
Just joined. Fresh.
Oh, fair.
So I'll give
Fresh,
him
I'm
6
on
months,
team.
and then next season.
The guy
Give him
was
3
doing
seasons.
Rabona first touches. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Do you think
I
Dom?
need
Do
to
you
see
think
that
Dom
in prep.
Solanke's going this summer as well?
No.
Nah, he'll be
no,
Watkins.
Unfortunately.
Oh, you're talking about Euros? You're talking about this?
No, just in general on the transfer because
On the transfer,
striker market's a bit dry.
Liverpool
He won't go
player.
Euros. No.
Can't imagine him leaving. I can't really see anyone going in for him.
Really?
I
I,
feel like
think
teams-
Tottenham need a striker.
I
Then
do.
what happens to Son?
And I would like
Son
Solanke.
bench.
I would say
I don't
Son,
think
I
they'll
would
bench
say
Son.
yeah. I would say stick with Son in the line because he's got
Yeah.
that finishing and positioning.
Mm.
Son opponent left winger. I think honestly, Vlahovic is going to leave Juve, and I don't mind Solanke being the replacement there. It sounds like a weird oddball shout.
Solanke going to Juve.
Oh, Solanke
Solanke
to Juve.
to Juve.
Thiago Motta.
I
Thiago
think
Motta.
he would cook over there.
Thiago
Yeah.
Motta going to Juve.
He's got
is a
friends
big-
there.
Thiago Motta's been cooking with Xerxes.
Yeah.
He's got friends. Tamori, Abraham.
Wait, so is it
Baldo
confirmed
there,
Motta's
Loftus.
going to Juve?
I think it's pretty much like kind
That's
of.
a mad thing if
I
he
think
leaves
so,
Bologna
actually.
just as he's giving them Champions League football and says, I'm going there.
But you know, you
always
probably
go for
can't
that, yeah.
sustain because
And Italian football is always like probably like,
you're always going up levels
true.
to them top clubs.
Justin Kluivert's goal for Bournemouth was his 7th in the Premier League, overtaking his father, Patrick Kluivert's tally of 6 goals in the competition.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He's better than his dad.
Better than
Aye, man, his dad came when
Dad's
I remember
washed.
he was heavy.
Dad's washed.
Yeah, man.
That's a
If I'm
scrub.
going home now, your dad tries to talk to you. I'm like, what?
Who are you,
Hey,
bro?
I overtook your thing.
Yes.
You're a scrub.
What about when your dad? What about when your dad turns around to you? Have you scored in the Champions League final?
And?
What?
Did you win it?
Have I played in the
He was
Champions League?
17 when he scored in that final. Respect Patrick Kluivert, blood. You might need to do your research. Yeah, do your Googles, blood.
Nah. Patrick Kluivert's playing with,
a real gun,
with
man.
Sharky and the charity matches, bro. That's not a
Yeah,
serious
yeah.
guy, man. Come on, man. Let's go.
Nah, the way they rubbed out Hazard for that. I was
See?
like, don't do that, Sharky.
Bro, if you're playing with Sharky against Sharky, I don't really
I was there rubbing out Hazard.
Look at age mates. Look at age mates. They're in the running for the Premier League.
Nah,
They're all
bro.
went downhill.
Yeah, so don't do that to my brothers, bro. Lee has an abs on comms, your halftime team talk. Yeah,
man.
I saw you doing your analysis. Yeah, honestly, don't do that to my brothers. It's an honour for Hazard.
Oh, man.
Let's go to the last few games. Everton secured Premier League survival by their 1-0 win against Brentford. Your favourite player, Idrissa Gana Gay, scored the winner.
Gay. What a
I
player.
don't know about that. But
What? That's the surname.
yeah.
It's the surname.
Yeah, that's it. But he's got 2 other names. Idrissa Gana.
No, but I like this. I like saying it 3 times. Just a Ghana
And you
gay.
say that you hope you say it in the mirror and he appears in front of you.
Potentially.
That's okay, yeah. Everton, hey, that's what I do when I say food at home. Everton secure Premier League survival. How impressive has Sean Dyche been? And where can they finish next season? Fuad.
I'm disturbed.
He's analysing it. You know
My brain is
you know when the
computer
hangover,
right
the meme, the calculations from the guy in the Hangover.
Bro, he's on some old, you know. How impressive has Sean Dyche been for the season? And where can they finish next season?
I mean, listen.
Top
he's
10?
Survived, he's
No.
survived scoring 37 goals only in the league.
Yeah.
37 goals
sick.
only.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
It's a goal per game on average.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just under a goal per game. Just under. It's just under a goal.
Gangster, you have
Just
to
under a
be
goal
for
per
that.
game.
This is actually a sick
Yeah.
man, you know.
12 clean sheets on top of that. Arsenal, come
He's
outside,
feeding
blood.
off scraps.
Yeah.
Bro.
You
He is
think I
surviving
heard that
on-
Raya Golden Glove comment? Yeah, Pickford Daya.
He's surviving
Don't
on
go anywhere.
rations.
Pickford's
He's
really,
surviving on rations.
He's really cemented that
Dyche.
number 1 spot for England now.
They really
Before
have.
I was like, yo, maybe
Ramsdale.
Pope got injured,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
Ramsdale, I thought, yo, if he leaves, you might nick it. Nah.
We say next season, where can they push? Top 10?
Depends how they back him.
man. Yeah.
Because they got the new stadium coming.
Yeah.
They got all these allegations and whatnot. Are they really
They
gonna?
More
They are
charges.
previously, I would say, over the past couple of years, one of the worst run clubs, especially in terms
horrendously
of the
run.
transfer
I
market.
agree, man.
Yeah.
They signed
I feel like
Sigurdsson and Rooney in the
Sigurdsson,
same
Walcott,
window.
Rooney.
Yeah, for
It
once
won't be.
you
Doesn't
have
make sense,
for once
man.
you have a stable manager. You have a manager who's giving you a platform to build on. Now it's time for some good recruitment, smart recruitment more, if anything. I'm talking like whether it's loans, whether it's frees. Like you actually just have to be intelligent in the market rather than just thinking, you know what, we're going to try and compete with West Ham and he's and splash 50 million on Klaassen.
Yeah.
Why did you get
do
straight?
it, bro?
Because he's Dutch.
You ain't tricking me with that new hairline, blood. Come on, man. Get out of here.
But could they hold on to like players like Branthwaite and, you know...
Braithwaite, no.
No, I think
he's
they
the
can
only
get
one.
good money, 40, 50 mil.
Where do
Yeah.
you think he's going?
Well, United are heavily linked. to him,
Manchester United, I think.
I think they'll get about 50 mil from him. Depends how
think
they
so?
reinvest that
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very young English.
What about
man.
Onana?
He's the other one, I
He's
think.
the
I
other
think
one, yeah.
1 and 2, if they're going to leave, it'll be those two. And then how you reinvest that money, because it's like what West Ham did with Rice.
Yeah.
You could flip that and 4 or 5 pieces through smart recruitment. Or you could just be foolish and just pocket it.
Luton go down.
Do you know what I
Luton
mean?
go down. Hey, Barkley, come back. We got a place for you.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Do you know what
I
I mean?
like
We
it.
got a place for you.
Oh.
cooking it, you
I
know
like
what
what
you're
you're
talking
talking
And you know that's a very
Hey.
minimal.
You just spent a season in the trenches
Yeah.
as well. You've shown you still.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that. See, last
That's
two
very low
they
risk.
gave, they gave Rooney
High
one.
reward.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Low
I
risk,
like
high
and I
reward.
agree with you. I think someone like a Gibbs White, they should be like
Yeah.
first in the queue for
He's
someone
50
like
mil.
Forest
He
City.
cost 50 mil though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barkley and
In
Gates.
the championship, try to ask me for
Oh, if
50
they
mil.
get relegated. Oh, yeah.
I'll punch you in
yeah.
your face.
Like they can recruit very smartly from like the teams in and around them and the teams
Yeah.
that go down.
Yeah, true.
Like,
That's
very smart.
That's very true. That's very true. Obviously, on the flip side, though, Brentford are 16th. Obviously, they've had a difficult
They have
season.
been in a horrendous
Last
run.
season, they finished 9th. This season, they've practically finished 16th, 15th.
Tony
Next-
Tax.
Tony Tax, man. That's what happened, man. 6 months out. Can they get back to ninth place this season, even if they let Tony go in the summer?
I think for them, the summer is very important.
Ginormous.
Enough of the Robin Scandinavia.
Danish delights.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Recruit somewhere else, please.
The Norgard,
Like Damsgaard,
Damsgaard.
blood. We get it.
The guards.
You know some Danish brothers. We get it. But like, I think now they have to evolve in the market a little bit.
It's
And
like
I think,
Wolves with the
And change the way they play as well.
yeah, I
The
think
five at the back's not worked for them this season.
Yeah.
Try
he's had
something
to
a little
adapt,
bit
though,
different.
that's the thing.
I know
With
he's
his
had to
injuries,
adapt. He's had a lot of injuries, but it's like they've always been the same.
I would like them to see.
And the game's caught up to them.
I would like them to sign a Maverick type player,
Oh, entertaining.
like and Wembo's nice, but I'm worried
But
that he might
didn't they
leave.
try with Gonzalez?
Are you leaving?
Who? Nico.
The Fiorentina one.
Nico. Did
Yeah.
he sign?
Last season, no, they tried, remember?
the way
They
he
tried
just
to
let
get
that
that.
straight go.
Fully
Yeah,
signed.
yeah.
Remember last summer, 30 mil?
Do you remember Noosa as well?
Noosa,
Mudryk as well.
Ahmed
yeah.
Noosa.
But that type
Mudryk.
of signing that would just
Yeah.
break the mold as to
have
what they've got.
They have the right idea for these players, but they just can't push it over the line.
Yeah.
But
The way you said Nusa, you
Yeah.
say, go back to Scandinavia, get that guy.
Nah, you know what? You know what? Fair. It's because he plays in
Don't
Belgium.
sign any more
It's because he plays in
Scandinavians.
Belgium.
Get
It baffles me. It confuses me.
What do you say? You just said you're leaving. Where are you leaving to?
Can't speak.
Huh?
If I speak,
Why is there
I'm
French accent all of a
I
sudden?
cannot speak.
Joey Barton when he went to Marseille.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't lie to
I'd
you.
be
You know,
very respectful
you
of
know
my
the
club.
first time I heard Mbembo speak and I realized he got a French accent, it blew my mind.
Yeah, like,
He played
wow.
for France under 21s. I
Bro,
couldn't believe it.
I thought you were going to sound
I
like
actually
Elias.
expected him to sound like Ilias, but even if he didn't, just like some London Mandem accent, and I was like, "Hey, this man is French."
Bro.
Oh,
Imagine how upset I was when I heard Weezer speak and I was like, this doesn't sound like really deep, man. What's going on, man?
I even got the Mbeumo co-sign from Ivan Toney himself.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh, yeah, you
I
did.
did
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did not.
Where
I
did you
did
see
not.
him?
I saw him at Bagatelle.
Nice.
Yeah, he was, and then
Shout out to Vissa this season as well.
Yeah.
Because everybody's been looking at Mbeumo, he's been out. Tony, Ban. Vissa stepped up, got some goals.
Yeah.
Important ones.
yeah,
Yes.
and they drop. I don't know if they dropped him or if he had a little injury, but they put him on the bench as soon as Mbeumo came back, and then they kind of like their game changed, but they still
They got some
didn't
few
get
players,
much
few players
results.
next season, which is going to be Martins Lewis Potter. Sade is back now.
Sade
Yeah, Sade.
just got that typical like music name, right?
Yano's been
Yeah, facts.
very underrated this season, though. He's been quietly just doing his business. I mean, he's been an
He's been like
ever-changing
that the
team.
past year or two, though. to be
Yeah,
fair. I
man.
just
He's one of
feel
those
like
players.
He's just like a nice.
Nathan
steady
Collins was a good signing for them.
Yeah, he had an absolute
Do you know,
mare
like-
against
like
was
Josh
I forgot who it
Silva,
was.
when
Wolves.
they was
Yeah,
coming
scored
up,
like 2-3 on
Josh
goals.
is
Silva.
meant to be like that midfield game breaker that
Yeah.
they have. Now I just feel like they have too much of jack of all trades, master
Yeah.
of nones in there. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like
Too many of the same midfielders.
yes.
Even when they
Yeah.
had Damsgaard, I was like, is it Damsgaard?
I
The
can't
number
tell them
10?
apart.
Is he the number 10?
Yeah, I can't tell them apart.
But no, but even when they
I can't-
signed him,
Jenny
I
can't.
thought, yeah, they've got a slightly more different kind of midfielder
Creative.
now. Creative midfielder, it didn't work. Ericsson was good
He's
for
too
them.
slight, bruv. He tricked us
Yeah.
for that €1 run. I
Yeah.
remember.
But a few stats from that game. Everton have won each of their past 4 home Premier League games without conceding. It is their longest run in a single season since their final 4 games of the 18-19 campaign under Marco Silva. And Brentford have now lost 18 Premier League games this season, which
Forgot
is their
Everton.
joint most in one Premier League campaign.
I forgot Marcus Silva was there.
Yeah, Marco Silva. man.
Completely forgot he was
Yeah,
there.
man. He almost wrote himself off there.
I completely forgot
Everton,
about
yeah,
that.
man.
Him and Nuno, they need
Yeah.
new jobs and fast.
Well, Nuno.
Nuno's chilling, man.
Where's
Yeah.
Nuno?
Forest.
Forest, yeah.
Oh
Nuno
shit!
Espirito,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's in
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
But did you remember a picture of him
I
smoking the blem
I
outside?
forgot about that.
I don't know if that was real or not, but that was hilarious.
I forgot about that, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, but did you not see that picture?
like a
Nah, it
serious
was after
blem
the,
on
it was after the
your
VAR controversy, and there's just apparently like just a random picture of him standing outside and it's in his Nottingham Forest tracking. He's just got his
He actually looks like a blem. I was like, oh, man, let me check that.
But listen, let's go to the last 2 games. Wolves won 2-1 against Luton. Luton obviously still not looking good for them. They are currently 18th right now, but they're just sandwiched in between Burnley and Nottingham Forest. But like you guys said, it's a very entertaining end of the season, man. Wolves, though, on the other hand, though, they are up to 11th right now. They've had like a other injury-stricken season, but also a controversial season rather, because they have had decisions go against them, and it's actually been unfair at one point. I thought there was something against Wolves at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening with their team.
bit of racism.
Start
Maybe.
from the first game.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally.
Yeah, training against the
it's been
not
tough.
a punch thing. Yeah,
He-Chan went Asian Cup.
Came back injured as well. I think.
Yeah, Neto was injured again as always.
Yeah.
So
Is it as always? Like I was seeing someone say the injuries he's getting are all different injuries.
yeah.
But it's like they're not
Just keeps
reoccurring
happening.
injuries. It's very weird. Like people say, oh, he's injury prone, but it's like injury prone when it's like the same injury. It's just like he's just getting unlucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
unfortunate.
generally, like,
I rate him. So he would go to a top club if he could stay. Like
He's
if he could
someone
stay
I'd love at
fit.
Arsenal.
He's quality.
Like,
Both flanks.
on both flanks, yeah. Martinelli
His
and him,
decision
or Saka and
making,
him, like, I
crossing,
would love it.
shooting, beautiful.
That's the kind of
what about-
player that
what
would.
We would need. We need
Yeah.
someone like.
He's
that.
the kind of player that will go to Arsenal and be like, yeah, I don't mind doing this role.
Okay, yeah,
just
yeah.
to build up myself.
Which
to try
thing,
to
Ayanori?
I like Ayanori, but
Yeah.
he's funnily enough, I was watching I think it was the Wolves. Can't remember who Wolves were playing, but Leos was at our house watching it, and we saw Ayanori playing left wing, and then like he was cutting
He's
in,
like a 10 as well.
and then we was like, he might have the Gareth Bale arc, not as good as Gareth Bale, but go from like a left winger to now a right winger, a left back to like a right winger, left
Okay.
winger, because like he's got that.
That's what Saka did.
Jinky.
North
Yeah,
African,
gently.
yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
gently.
He's got that North African flair where he could just
Yeah.
jinky himself out of positions, and I feel like you'll pick it up.
Yeah, I know
He's
he's
very
very impressive this season, man. Lemina as well, obviously.
Yeah,
he's
Lemina's,
very-
yeah.
Mateus Cunha, man, this bro, he's been impressive this season. But Wolves have got a good team.
He dunked on
Makes
us at
it, yeah.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
I remember,
hat-trick,
I
isn't
remember, I
it?
remember
Yeah.
that. I remember
Dunked
that game
on
at
us.
the beginning of the season, and they've got João Gomes, the one that started for Brazil.
Yes,
he's
yes,
quality.
They do.
That João Gomes
So
guy.
next season, they're probably
he
looking at
should
it.
get a big move this summer.
You think so?
He should get. He's very good, man. I've watched him a couple times this season, even against England, where he just bodied Gallagher.
Who did he boss? I can't remember. I think it was Liverpool. Might have been or United. I can't remember. One of them midfielders. I remember he had a boss
He's
game.
very
Yeah.
good. He's very, very
We
good.
say next season they could definitely push for a European spot with that team as well.
Who,
We're
Wolves?
reading, yeah.
Nah. Wolves will always be.
They're steady.
They're that 10th.
mid-table team.
Yeah,
We
10th,
say that, but
11th.
they were at a point there was a top 8, top 7 team consistently. Can they never get back to that level?
Was that under
when
Nuno?
Nuno,
came.
That
was when it was Portugal
They
FC.
were overspending.
Yeah.
João Moutinho, Ruben
Yeah.
Neves.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a different
yeah.
level then.
Yeah.
They don't have it again. Do you think they're going to be like a
I
consistent
think Gary Neville's a
10th?
good Gary O'Neill. Sorry, is
Yeah.
a good coach.
Yeah.
But I think 10th, 9th. That's like a good season.
Wolves, Bournemouth, and Fulham, very good seasons.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good
yeah,
seasons.
yeah,
Very
generally,
respectable.
generally. Yeah, yeah. Fulham especially lost their, top goal scorer.
Yeah,
as well.
Mitrovic, yeah, big
Mitrovic,
loss.
Yeah, exactly. Now, fair play to Wolves. We have some analysis from probably not Sen. He's a Wolves fan. He said, great to see Hwang back in goal scoring form, scoring his 11th goal in the Premier League this season. Considering he's been injured for a while, it's a really impressive scoring record. It's one of his best seasons at the club, and cannot wait to see what he brings next season. Also, a very unbelievable stat, but this is our first win since the 9th of March against Fulham, so it's good to see an end to a very poor run of form. But it's important to note that we had a lot of injuries during the period, and where most teams have crumbled, we still gave pretty convincing performances. So yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, Gary O'Neill, he's also mentioned that was linked to Liverpool and AC Milan, seeing him as their next manager. But do you think it's like, not really-
He got them big boy links.
Stay put, stay put.
Yeah. If I see him at
where you
AC
are,
Milan
man.
next season, I'll be hilarious.
That
you know
would be
that?
mad. It's crazy.
I was upset, man. I was going to do watch-alongs for Luton's last few games, man. I'm going to do Everton at home, man. But now Everton confirmed survival, man. They're boring now, man. I wanted Sutton, man.
I know, yeah,
Sutton.
you're looking for drama again.
Yeah,
Chaos,
man.
carnage, yeah, you're
The
still
fans are
searching
loving
for
the
it.
watch-alongs, man. They want to be
You're
there.
still searching for the drama.
Yeah, man. But listen, let's go for the final game. Fulham drew 1-1 at home to Palace. Let's start straight away with a correspondent from Thomas. He's a Fulham fan. Not our best performance. Some players seem to have checked out a bit. Muniz is on fire, will be a critical piece of the team moving forward. Silva also seems to be focused on next season as he took off Palhinha, likely to avoid injury and a potential yellow card suspension, hoping for a better performance next weekend against Brentford. Also, Fulham are now unbeaten across their past 5 Premier League matches against Palace. And Crystal Palace are now without a win across their last 11 Premier League away games against fellow London sides. So yeah, they're struggling on the road in London, especially. Fulham this season, like you said, they've had a quietly good season. What about Palace under this new Glasner?
So impressed.
Glasner ball, man. He's looking Elise and Eze in that 10.
The key is Elise and Eze's partnership and Walton in midfield from
Yeah.
Blackburn.
Oh,
what a
Walton,
player.
Warhound.
Walton, we had him in the cup and we were linked with him because we're linked with every kid.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we didn't ruin his career and he's gone to Palace. He's doing
Where
brilliant.
was he from? Middlesbrough, I think.
No, Blackburn.
Blackburn,
Yeah,
sorry, yeah,
really
Blackburn.
good player.
Very,
And
very
very
good.
impressive with Mateta as well.
Yeah.
Finally, one of the strikers have taken the mantle.
But
and
when you go voluntary bold, you should be good.
Yeah, true.
I remember he had a
Really?
good head
Is
of
that what
hair.
it is?
He had a good head of hair on him. If you go voluntary bold, like I respect.
They
it.
got a good team, Palace, you know.
They do.
I was
They've
thinking,
got a very technical team.
Under Hodgson, so under Roy Hodgson, I was like, I wouldn't mind if you man go down because it's Gertie,
Yeah.
Anderson, like Eze, Elisa. It's a nice pickings
yeah.
here. Like
Yeah.
you take this team down and you will be
Tariq
robbed.
Mitchell,
Yeah.
you got decent.
Mitchell,
man.
yeah, it's some good players,
They've
man.
got some-
really
yeah,
good players.
yeah,
Nice.
Tariq
I've been
Mitchell.
impressed, man. They play some beautiful football. At Anfield, they bopped them.
I want to see if the board really back Glasner because they have to.
Yeah, they
Because
have to, man.
Yeah, this summer's going to be very, very important.
They've been
for
so
them.
good to watch.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, would they be able to hang on to an Elise and Eze next
They
season?
shouldn't be able to. If big teams are smart,
Yeah.
Elise has been rushed back so much by Roy Hodgson. Like anytime he's had a little sniff of fitness, he's like, yep, throw him back in. Then he's
Yeah.
coming off early and, then they're having to restart the whole program again. Rehabilitation.
Yeah,
That's our thing, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully they just, actually look after him because I think he can be one of the top wingers. I have Elise as like top A grade quality potential winger.
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
league.
yeah, definitely.
Right up there with Saka's and
He's got the
and
je ne sais quoi as well.
Palmer and he's
Just
that
needs to stay fit.
just
Yeah.
needs to stay fit. And Eze,
Eze
very
should be
good-
going over there. He should be
Tottenham,
going- he should be going North
yeah,
London.
with
That's
Maddison.
What, he's a
Like,
quality
what did I
player.
tweet, man? We get at least say you get
Quality player. Like literally, just have a
And
midfield
you
three.
wanted to dunk on me.
All you need is a midfield
Nah,
three.
don't
Have a
chat to
base
me on the mains on
midfielder.
Twitter.
Yeah,
boys.
You have a nice base midfielder, and then you have Eze and Maddison in front. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, I said perfect. He
That'd be
completes
beautiful.
the little three behind.
Yeah, that'd be very nice.
Yeah, did you see Jeffrey Schlupp's goal as well?
Yeah, screamer, top corner.
no, it's a Premier League
He
winner.
slapped that.
I
89th
love a
minute.
good slammer like that. Yeah, proper.
Yeah, he scored his second Premier League goal of the season 175 days after his first goal, which also came away from home against Burnley in November. And Muniz has now scored 9 Premier League goals since the start of February. Only Cole Palmer and Phil Foden have scored more in the competition since that period.
What a hilarious play, that guy.
Why is he
I
hilarious?
think, he went I think he went 2 seasons without scoring a goal. 2 different loans. I think he went on to Middlesbrough and like a Russian club.
Who's that?
Muniz.
Oh, yeah.
Came back, I think, in January.
Yeah.
Or came back beginning of the season, didn't sniff, just suddenly started scoring goals.
As soon as Broya came on loan, that's when he
why
started
I
scoring.
refuse to buy any of his stock. It's got fake coin.
Yeah.
written
Is
that
all over
Mateta
it,
logo?
bro.
It's like shitcoin.
Mateta, I don't know, man.
Next season, you see him doing the same numbers?
Nah, I can't. I'm like, Mateta's going for a nice little patch.
Oh yeah,
but I ain't buying
these are
him.
Grant Holtz and
Yeah.
Michu. Yeah, one seasons. They're not coming
Next
back.
season, I ain't seeing you.
No, you're
anymore.
not seeing this again. You're not seeing this
100%.
again. No
But
chance.
listen, that is the end of the Premier League roundup. We're gonna round off with the FPL. With the SDS boys. But do you could do FPL at all?
I used to, but my hatred for my rivals is too strong.
I hear it.
Yeah, I can't be out here hoping that they do well so I can get points.
You know,
Nah.
I celebrated when Kevin De Bruyne scored. I mean, he got 2 assists
Nah.
today. I was like, I got on my team.
I used to play this, and then since I didn't start doing content, it's like, no, I actually need to focus.
Yeah, that's what it is. I
This
hear
ain't
it,
a
I hear
joke.
it, I hear it. You have to put it to one side.
Yeah,
But in our SDS league, where all of us compete, I'm currently the highest place. I'm 6th place in this on the table. Sorry. First place is Mersul off camera. He is 2,193 points.
Wow.
Elias is in 10th. And Fuad is in 14th, but we already know about his situation. You don't need to go through that again, yeah? He lost his password in game week 2 or something. Yeah, right.
Is there a forfeit on that?
Yeah, he has to do spell insults. And he has to walk across North London naked.
That's definitely you definitely made that up just now.
We'd love to see it.
You know me. I deal with spending salts like it's nothing, man. How about the ones that be crying and rolling over like it's like, go on, get it.
I want to do it. I want to do it. That's why.
How about this? If you finish bottom of FPL, you have to run a 5K naked.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
I was gonna say something so wild. Let's just end the pod.
Let me finish off the SDS league, which all you guys contribute with. I think there's only like 10,000 players in this one. But listen, first, Bloom, Doom 9. Second, Channel 4, Majibri, Rishi Sekaran. First is After Sun, Demetrius Conte. Actually, joint second, rather. Wataru Doing is fourth with Ankit Jadda. 4-2-3-1, Gijin Press is fifth, Emilio. 6th is Darwin's Game, Matthew Novogoski. 7th is Tej, Tyler Turkson, and joint 7th is Abs XI, Abdullah Omar. 9th is Pepe's Bodega, William Sondilis. And 10, Acuna Matata, Cold World. So that is the FPL. Once again, I want to thank the boys once again for being on the pod. Once again, thanks for Matisse for coming up for his second appearance.
Yeah,
you know, this Thursday will be a very, very big clash between these two. Chelsea versus Tottenham. We'll see who wins. And yeah, that's the end of our Premier League roundup. We may be doing some watch-alongs this week. Stay tuned, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.